Hello, we're here.
Everyone.
Oh, hi. Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the panic.
Hello.
Greetings, Franz.
How is everyone doing? As you can see, we are joined today by a returning American.
What?
How do you feel, Gouda? You're being called out. I don't know if you know that you're muted.
Is Gouda muted? Gouda will be muted.
Yes.
Yes?
Gouda
Returning
is
American.
still-
Like,
Gouda is-
yeah.
Hang on. Gouda's
Gouda,
talking
you're
to chat.
muted in the
Gouda's
call.
talking to
Ah,
chat.
yeah, okay. Cool.
Wow.
So Gouda can't.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
alright, yeah.
I just
We'll
gotta keep
ignore
the
it.
stream up and Gouda's...
Just trust us, chat. Gouda Tome is here.
Yeah.
Tom's not here, and the kids are not okay.
No, this is our new mascot. It's just gonna be here. It's an idle animation. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Man's
don't
new
worry.
pet.
Yeah.
And
Man's
for the name underneath
cat
it,
girl.
don't worry about it.
It will.
Yeah. Welcome
This,
in, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. It's a night for some, morning for some, very early morning for some.
A good
But I
Sunday
hope
or a
everyone-
good Sunday?
Oh, Gouda's here.
Both.
See, there you go. A pun involving Gouda Tome's name. Brought her out. There you go.
Ah, yeah,
There we
because
go.
no one has done
you
that.
made a
before.
pun?
And yes,
And
there
I
is
made
a
two.
dog. There is a dog. It has
Is
been
there still the
pointed out
Pun
in chat.
Panther thing?
Yeah, there is
Do these
actually.
count?
Yes,
those
make as
count?
many puns as you can. Oh my god, imagine if George was like.
Do all the
Growing up in
puns. I am counting them down.
Oh no.
George hates puns, don't worry. But he does like making jokes about himself. Or his quote unquote blindness, you know. Because
It's
he's
quote
blind.
unquote blindness. He is blind.
He
That's
is,
right.
yeah. He
Mm.
can't see.
Sorta. Mostly.
Sorta, mostly.
We're going.
No,
We're
no,
going.
he is. They don't know otherwise. It's fine.
He is blind. He is blind. But yes, how's
full
everyone
of
doing?
themselves.
How are y'all doing? We're a few minutes late, but you know, it's not a real
It was
stream
my
without
fault.
technical difficulties. It's
Actually, it's my fault, but that's
it,
okay.
Oh!
actually
Yes.
actually
It's not my fault.
let's just not claim or throw blame and all just aim to do better in the future.
I will never.
I've been alerted very quickly. Gouda, your game is saying Valorant, possibly.
I was just told that.
Oh, yeah, I was
busy
gonna
setting
tell you
up
that.
everything else. I
And
forgot.
then I was like,
I made that same mistake. It is a very easy mistake to make, chat. So there you go.
Hemio agrees with Cuddly and says nah about improving for the future.
yeah, no, it's not something that I can legally do. Sorry, you'll have to speak to my lawyer
Yeah.
about some.
I think we've all figured it out
Wow.
already.
Wow.
We're just living with Cuddly doing Cuddly's own thing, and we just hope it fits in with our own plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
that's
the
essentially.
the smile on Cuddly's face when she said yes.
Ah,
is
shit,
just
sorry.
too honest.
No,
Too
hold on.
honest.
I forgot to do a thing. Moogle, could you refund those points for Miles? I forgot to change the rewards thingies. There, I will not be talking Swedish during D&D. But I forgot to turn off a bunch of channel port.
Cuddly, I
We're
stole your
dead.
pun for my title.
got another something
And
that
I
we need to
hydrated
know.
for both you and Orb.
What's happening?
Apparently,
I'm
there's
confused.
not just one special guest. Or there was two special guests. There was Gouda and the doggo. The doggo.
Yeah,
was now
well,
gone.
Yeah, Amanita
Oh.
has left us. She's probably because the sun has actually been out yesterday and today, so she's probably like in a spot of sun right now because the hallway is all lit up. Because actual sunlight, it's actually 2 months too early for sun. It's wild.
It does blow my mind that you don't get sun over there
I don't
sometimes.
understand sun. I'm sorry. I don't.
I mean, it is currently 10:40 and the sun is just coming up.
Wow.
I've worked like 6 hours.
No,
and-
kinda. It's,
Should-
but we're gonna be playing D&D today. We're gonna do the thing. We gotta
What?
do the thing.
What?
We're
Yeah.
playing D&D.
Is that why we're here?
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck, I had the
TNT.
trickster already, and like, oh my god, I was ready to hook you all, but okay, nope.
I'll
Oh,
just
jeez.
close Dead by Daylight then. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
heard
But
that.
I just
did
gotta.
it finally finished downloading Orb?
Yeah, it,
Oh.
yeah, it did. They actually finished downloading while we were streaming that night too. I was so upset. But we
we're
did
gonna
come on
redo-
to a fun thing, so.
What?
Sorry, just go. Keep going.
Super fun.
I heard you
So
talking, so I'm just like, shut up. Shut up, all.
I'll just click this button here.
I didn't.
Is that the one that makes me shut up?
What was that button? What? I don't
It
know what
didn't-
button was.
It didn't do what I wanted it to do.
What was
It didn't do what I wanted it to do.
Oh.
It was supposed to make noises.
Was it?
Oh, in
That's okay.
Syrinscape. Oh.
It did what you wanted
Oh.
it to do.
There you go.
Okay.
Very
shit,
dramatic.
Director Vox wants to roll to seduce a dragon. However, there will be no seduction of dragons
That was
today.
last
I'm sorry.
That was last week.
Yeah,
That's the wrong
opportunity
last week.
missed.
Yeah.
There was seduction of queen attempted. No one tried to seduce the dragons.
One of them was
I can
naked.
try.
The Sean Dragonery.
Mm.
I can be the token
Sean
bard.
Dragon.
That's not a bard. Actually, I am a bard. Hold
You
on.
are
I
a
forgot
bard.
I wasn't a rogue.
Damn it.
Everyone's called me a rogue so many times, I forgot.
Oh my
I
God.
can be the token bard that
Oh.
seduces the dragon.
Well, at least you got into bard school.
Well,
Mm.
No,
Yeah, Orb, how'd that go?
actually
Yeah,
didn't.
How'd that go?
George isn't actually a bard. George is all just a bullshit bard.
I'm just a little shit.
I mean, that I don't. These are the same picture,
Yeah,
Josie.
they're kind of the same. Mm.
George doesn't sing, doesn't perform, he just slings insults as his inspiration.
Yeah,
Like
that's
for
what.
Orb, it's just get in there, champ.
Okay, we're gonna do this. Hello, everyone, all the viewers and all the chats. I'm Josie Poser. I'm the Dungeon Mistress. I run this game. I'm an RPG streamer. On my channel, we stream a little bit now and then when there's time and energy. Life is a bit like it is, but we play RPG games. And as I said, I run this game. It is a homebrew world that has a mix and match of D&D and Pathfinder stuff. There's a bunch of homebrew concepts in there as well. And I'm going to be throwing it over to our guest. Welcome. Thank you for joining us once again, Gouda.
Oh, Gouda has
No.
left the building.
said no.
Are you
Amazing.
actually? Oh my god!
And all of
Oh my
and
God.
all of our videos are now going to be in the
Oh,
wrong
no.
place when she rejoins.
Amazing.
10 out of
I
10 out
love
of
it
10.
here. I actually love it.
That was such good timing, though.
Yeah, straight over to our guest.
Oh,
Gone.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Lordy.
Well, hang on. I'm just gonna do this. There we go. I work now with my screen, so I'll
I'm-
just chill over here.
I'm just
You
like
know,
in
refuse.
two.
I must be
Well-
into.
You know what's actually kind of funny is that like Josie, no, wait, no, Roji's in the wrong spot. Wait, no, Josie and Orb are the only two in the right spot. So, oh my god.
Well,
okay,
see, for me, I've
I
got.
love
Rudy
it.
is back, and
Right.
That's
Oh.
what I thought.
okay,
Oh,
No.
no,
No,
she's
no.
not.
I've got
No,
three people to
no.
move.
Yeah,
I
I just
I'll
gotta
agree with you. All right.
switch Gouda around,
It's-
switch Cuddly around. Look, everything's fine. It's like nothing
That's
happened.
what I thought there too. I can't lose. I can't lose.
Yeah, just
You know what?
avoid
I'm
it.
just gonna do this live. I don't give
Yeah.
a shit. We're
It's
gonna
alright.
fix this.
I mean, yeah,
Why would
I
you
just slid them both over.
Yeah. Why would you change
No,
scenes?
for me, everyone moved.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez,
Yeah,
right,
I
yeah.
just moved all of us. Yeah, there we go.
Nobody moved.
I'm just gonna do this.
Gonna do OBS. Hi, Gude. Are you back?
I broke everything.
There, everything works now.
I just
That was
wanted to
amazing.
game.
Oh,
my
you
God.
wanted to wave? What did you?
Control Shift W. Apparently didn't work.
Big
Don't do it again.
Don't wave. No waving. This is a wave-free
I
zone.
lost Orb.
Wow, how dare.
You lost me.
I lost Orb.
I'm
Oh,
still
dear.
here.
No, you're not. You're
No,
actually
you're not.
here
No,
anymore.
nobody
Yeah.
hears.
No.
Does anyone hear that? What is that?
No.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
I
Yeah.
think
Does
you're
anyone hear
behind
what?
Roju. Yes, you are, but I don't know what number.
Oh
is
god, there's an
on.
orb behind me.
Oh.
Hey, Rosie.
Oh no, I can't
Feel
find
something?
you on OBS.
I love it here.
I'm sorry, but
I fixed it on this screen at least. But when we get to battle map, that's gonna be really fun to fix.
Oh yeah, we better be
go
prepared.
talk about
It's fine.
We'll take
Alright,
you
I'm
when we
gonna-
get to it.
I'm
We'll
gonna
see where we
studio
get
mode this. There we go. Look at that. Pro
Can I
shot.
try waving again, please? I promise I won't break things.
Feel free
Okay.
to do it the manual way. We don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
We won't worry
I'll
about.
break the immersion.
It's fine.
Break the immersion. That's it.
It didn't work.
Oh, Gouda.
Oh, dude, I'm
Hi,
sorry.
guys.
Yay!
Yay!
We got it.
Alright, I'm gonna wave the computer version now.
Oh no.
Oh my
I'm
God.
good at home. Good for short. This is my second time ghosting. I guested once before when they were still in Cold Down Under, and now I'm here on Draconia. I play a character called George, no last name. He's the most little shit you'll ever meet. He's not a rogue, he's a bard, but he's actually a rogue. And as far as everyone in the, party is concerned, he is blind. Because I rolled my bluff against Roju.
So proud by that. So proud. What are you drinking, Guna?
Water.
Water.
Wow.
Yeah, because I already drank my popsicle.
I'm sorry, you
Your
drank your popsicle?
Popsicle?
Yes, I drank my popsicle.
Is that? I'll
I
add
feel like
that
you
one.
left the popsicle.
I'm gonna
too
still
long.
just melt it and you drank it. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's
what's the
dedication,
question,
and that's
right?
okay.
Not
What
sure
is
how-
this water of which you speak? Asks Pabor. What's the alcohol content? Asks Pabor.
Negative 0.1%.
Okay.
It sobers you up.
Wonderful. But we're super glad to have you here.
Mm.
Thank you.
Hooray.
Despite the
Turn
stuff.
into George.
No, the stuff helps. The stuff actually
Oh, okay.
endears you to a
Break the
party
ice.
mod.
It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm being the stuff so that you guys don't have to get it.
But feel free to
That's
send
my
it over
role.
to someone else once you feel you've said your piece.
I bounce it over to my mind meld and sister Cuddly Wrap.
I knew you would. Okay, hi, I'm good as Mind Meld, also known as Cuddly Raptor when I'm on my own. Yeah, and I play a little gnome druid named Nana Melivora, who's not as Nana right now, but she's like a little bit Nana. I hope that clears everything up. She really likes to cook. And I am drinking also water, but also a mocha. And I'm not going to sleep tonight. Anyway.
Did you bring one for me?
Yeah, obviously. There you go. Oh, this could be really bad. Don't worry about it.
Bye-bye,
There you go.
keyboard.
There you go.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. Nothing
You
happened.
don't have a good track record with drinks. Okay.
Really
Just,
don't.
there's a reason
Sweat.
it's cut down.
We're never gonna let you
Alright.
forget.
No, that's why I have a sippy cup. All right. Speaking of poor track records with drinks, there's no segue here. I'm just gonna pick someone. Ozzy.
I thought you were gonna go to Roju.
Where is the segue there?
I thought you were gonna go to Orb actually.
You know, that segue would have worked for everyone except me. So, hello,
Or
I'm
the
Ozzy
one
Death
person
Pro.
who has it still on his keyboard.
Yeah, pretty much. I am here. I am playing Rudy Magic Hands McGee, the party's cleric. Currently, there's a little bit of him over there. There's a little bit of him over there, and there's a little bit of him probably sitting in this chair here. He's falling to pieces. But
Really?
don't worry, he feels fine. He will heal the party. He will protect them.
Absolutely do worry.
Yeah, absolutely do worry. Actually, probably.
If you guys can't see in the dice tray, that's how much we're worrying.
Yeah. The party is literally about to slap him around, saying, take it
No,
off. But
don't
anyway,
slap him. Something else will come off.
he loses cheek next to song.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But long story
Like
short,
slapping old cheese.
Uh,
Oh my lord.
now that is in my head. I'm
Regret.
drinking water and a coffee, which I'm a little hesitant to drink now because I found a hair in it.
Is it not your hair?
It should be mine, but you never know, right?
Should have been
You
your
never
nose.
know.
Do you never know?
Is it not homebrewed or?
I feel like there's like two possibilities as to whose
It
hair
is
that could
It
be.
is homebrewed. It is. So it was. It should have been my hair.
Then it should be fine. Is it
It's
long?
either yours or Noctia's, and I think either way, that's probably
Yeah,
fine.
if it's short's yours, as long as there is a deduction here.
I mean, if it wasn't home fruit, I could see the, the hesitation.
I just
I
can't
don't-
believe you wouldn't want to drink Noctia's hair.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
so
get it.
offended.
I thought Noctia
Oh,
was a
you know
ditto.
what it is? It's
Dittos
a
have
polyjuice
hair?
potion. That's why there's hair
Oh.
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 Oh,
in it. So if it's
no.
long, you turn into Noctia. If it's short, he instantly.
Hey, it sounds like win-win.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
sounds
So
like
just-
some Harry Potter
just drink.
That's-
stuff to me.
That's definitely from one of the Ditto stuffed toys around the place. I reckon. Yeah, yeah. There's one of them has a wig, so it probably came from the wig. Anyway, on to Orb.
I am the wettest orb, the moist boy. I am called many things, even crab friend at times, but they do not call me the driest cube. I play Arthur Orblet the Third.
I'm gonna call him that now. Just
that's what I was saying. I'll play Arthur Orblet the Third. He is a elf ranger rogue. So you know that part of where Gouda was saying she was a bit roguish, but it's actually over here. Basically, Arthur. To describe Arthur, is Arthur, no more. You just stick around and you'll find out more about Arthur, essentially. And what am I drinking? I am drinking a vintage year of 1858 Scotch.
What?
you want to show us up anymore?
What?
That's like 150 years. What?
That's pretty old.
What?
That's yeah.
How do 20-somethings even get their hands on something that expensive? Sorry,
It's
I'm
like,
asking for a friend.
it's like, hello, you are part of family here.
Oh, okay.
And I have Coke on the side because I can't just drink it straight properly.
I love
I
that
can
What?
drink it straight
Just
properly,
straight?
but,
What do you mean?
In your
but I need a
nose.
chaser. I need a chaser because it's a bit harsh on the throat.
Wait, how many of us have alcoholic beverages? Okay, so I'm fine with just my water. Got it.
Yeah, you're fine with
Just wanted to make sure.
No, it's just
I
it's just
might.
Orb.
I'm not sure.
Well, no, Gouda,
Quickly,
it's-
if you do, let me know and I'll join you.
I didn't
Um,
make
oh,
it.
no,
You're not going to
Gouda-
join me?
No, good. It's okay because we're just Australian. Everyone thinks we're drunk at all times.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm
And
also
they are,
Australian,
that's
apparently.
secret.
I'm an honorary Australian, right, Cuddly?
Well, look, I'm going to go send it over to the milkman himself. Roji.
Hi, I'm Roju. Some of you might know me as the Milkman, apparently.
Perfect diamond.
Oh my god.
I come from a land down under called the Participation Award channel, where you can find me occasionally playing games. But today, here on a Sunday, I'm Gerald the Wizard, who is technically a warlock, but we're still coming to terms with that at this point. He's terrified of everything. You know, his life got turned upside down, and he really just wants to be maxing and relaxing, it turns out. But that's not his lot in life for the moment. He's just trying not to become the 1000th demon in a bottle full of 999 demons.
On the wall.
Yeah.
199 demons on the wall. Take them down.
Honestly, the bottle could be anywhere, not just on a wall, and I would still probably say no.
But you would pass it around, and then there'd only be 998 demons on the wall.
Yeah, you were drinking one.
I
That's
I
what I'm
wouldn't
drinking,
advise
right?
drinking
None of the
demons, but you know, you do you. I'm not going to yuck your yums.
Thank you.
Gerald will.
Is that it?
I won't though.
We're only 10 minutes over our usual. Yeah, it's acceptable.
Wow.
I just need to do the.
Nice.
Yeah, just shake it off. Shake it off. Here we go.
I don't need to shake anything. I'm okay. I'm good.
Wait, we're shaking? I
I
just-
can only shake so much.
I was gonna say, is that shaking or winking? I can't tell.
I
The
might-
answer is yes.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, no,
No,
do
no,
not
Gouda,
risk it.
Gouda.
Here, I can dance. Or I can't. It's fine.
Then, but are we still friends though? Even if you can't dance?
Don't sing that song. I
Because if
get
you
content
can't
ID.
dance-
I get content
I'll
ID. Don't
I'll
sweat,
fix
don't-
my dancing, I promise. I'll fix it, I promise.
Fix your waving.
It's
first.
okay, Gouda. It's okay.
Wait, I can wave. Hold on. I can wave without crashing things. I know what the problem is. I think.
Should we play some Dungeons and Dragons?
Hi,
Yay!
I'm not stuffed at all.
You did it.
Yeah.
You did it.
Only mildly scuffed.
Last time on Dramonia, the party ran a few errands, small around town. Rudy had a moment, finally a direct link conversation with his deity, Urgathoa. He asked a few questions. He got responses. He asked about his current state, wearing this armor that's slowly causing parts of him to fall off. He asked if this was the proper path to surpassing his father in all sense and purposes. And also, whether this fiendish woman that's been showing up here and there, if it's someone to oppose or not. And he was told very distinctly, she needs to be destroyed. The party then reconvened and went to meet the queen, the Black Queen Erika Darvan of Ebonspire. Very laid back, apparently, showed you all to a back room full of cushions, drapes, blankets. There was food available, and two figures were having an argument in this room. Two figures you've met before. In humanoid form now, Chigor, the white dragon of the Icelands, casually, sternly asked for some items back. Did not get any items back. Well, did get a wand back from Nana and seemed very happy about that. But there was also another one over there, in that room. A dragon that you had met briefly, given instructions on how to get to the Ebonspire. Shenanigan, the red dragon of the Darklands.
Oh, I fucking love that voice.
In this room, you had a conversation. The queen told you that she had been getting messages from all over her realm, the Western Flatlands, and further about these undead. And she told you all that the undead are not necessarily an unnatural occurrence, but they're not supposed to behave this way, and definitely not in these mass quantities. A natural undead would simply linger before fading, or, for some reason, pilgrim to some lands far away. They would always move in a specific direction. The queen also asked you if you would be willing to be employed directly under her. If you would do her a task, if you would travel the lands and find the remaining remnants of the Ur-dragons that once banished the deities, and ask them what is happening, what is going on, what is the current state, why are these undead coming back, why is the presence of the gods returning. You were told that a train would leave in a few days, and a lead could be to take this train to Tarkar and ask the dwarven sorcerer families if they know the true location of Shams, the dragon said to be resting somewhere within the west. As he went back to the guild hall, Arthur couldn't help but notice a slip of paper on the board that many were talking about. And a conversation with Venarian turned out that there is a raiding party being formed to storm some hills to the northwest, where gnolls have set up camp and started kidnapping people and slaughtering farm animals to left and right, making a menace, moving closer and closer with each raid to the city itself. Noticing one of the sketches looks eerily similar to a creature he had faced before, Arthur couldn't help but feel there was something personal about this. And speaking of personal, Gerald was asked for a private conversation with Claire, who said that she had seen him when she returned from a hunt to the smoldering ashes of Timberhaven. And we left as she simply placed a bit of cut-off skin with a tattoo or a burn mark, some sort of insignia resembling a pyre with 2 spikes over. And as we're going to wrap up, as you're all within the guild halls, having these various conversations, Gerald, you're sitting at this table. Claire has stood up with the bear and made to leave, moving to a different, maybe outside. She's heading away from you, at least. But there's a faint noise, a sound. It sounds almost like that of a wind chime. George, you had just been sitting down with the family Emerald Cochrans. You were going to have an amazing dinner. You had smelled the eggs cooking, the stew, and you were just about to take your first spoonful of food when all of a sudden you are somewhere else, and you can smell stale ale, polished wood, and compared to where you had just been, where it was the constant whooshing of wind and the rustling of feathers, all you hear now is just stomping of foots and
God damn it,
people
not again.
talking. And Gerald, sitting suddenly in front of you, is George.
Yeah. Bloody hell! What? George?
Oh, fuck. Who's George?
What the? Where did you come from? Were you here the whole time?
Points in a random direction. That way.
What are you doing? What are you doing here, George?
You tell me.
No, what?
I wanted to eat a good meal, and now I'm here, and I have to, hear your ugly voice.
Well, first of all, that's incredibly rude.
You were rude first last time.
You were rude first, trying to steal from us, George. I'll have you remember.
I didn't steal anything.
Don't you go anywhere now? And I'm sort of looking over my shoulders to see if any of the party members are within visual shot of me there.
Gerald over there.
Oh, I don't know. He was having a conversation with someone. Didn't that bear lady want to talk to him? Probably just her.
Have a better look. I believe that's...
I don't believe it. That's George.
That is George?
That is George. George is here.
Fuck, the rest are here. Fuck.
No, you're not going anywhere.
Nana, where's that rope? I might need to tie George up.
What? No.
Get a second rope. We definitely need a second rope. One for the hands, one for the feet.
I don't think we should necessarily need to tie anyone up. I feel like everyone here has at least been pickpocketed once and should know how it feels. So, you're more than welcome to talk to him,
Nana!
of course.
Rudy!
Oh, all right. Well,
Arthur!
I guess we're talking to him.
Come tie this... whatever you want to call him up.
Arthur's gonna walk around, but he's gonna stand right behind George.
So, George, if that is your real name, have you come to steal from us once more?
Benjamin.
Wait, is that true? Oh, well, I feel very rude now. We've been calling you George this whole time. Sorry. Benjamin.
Yeah, you never
Don't
asked.
apologize to George
no.
or Benjamin or whatever you want to call them.
Oh.
I'm on to you.
Oh, George.
We're gonna get
I
answers
do have
this
a
time.
I did not consent to this. I did not
I-
consent to you being on me. Get away.
I do have a question for you, George. Did you enjoy the cookies?
Yes.
Oh, well then.
And I have more. And he puts a hand out.
She starts digging in her bag. He's already fluffing her ego up. So she's like,
Nana, what are you doing? Don't.
I just wanted more cookies. He must be so hungry.
Well, of course your cookies are
See,
delicious,
this
Nana,
one-
but
This one knows hospitality.
let's not encourage
You
the thief,
could use
shall
some
we?
managers.
Listen, you. Listen here, you little shit.
Well, that's rude. I have a name.
I've
Yeah,
only
it's
got
Benjamin.
I've only got one question for you. You helped me ages ago,
Yes.
and then you vanished. Where
I
did you
didn't
go?
do
And how did you get back?
Oh.
How much did you take with you?
What?
You hurt my feelings. You
Oh, everyone's done that
betrayed me.
before, Arthur.
Then you
that's it.
saved me.
Everyone's
and then
done that
I
as
would
well.
never betray you. How did
And
I
then-
betray you?
I was trying to say you were like good in front of my friends, and then you.
I am good.
Arthur just throws his hands up, and he's like, "Nah." Arthur's gone back to the bar for a drink. He's like not ready for this shit.
George, what are you doing here?
You tell me.
I have no idea.
I just
Where did you come from?
that way.
What
It's the same
happened?
direction.
What happened to you when we saw you last?
Well, I heard pretty music. I ate the cookies. You know, life. How it goes.
This is getting us
Arthur's-
nowhere.
To be
Arthur's
fair,
brought
Gerald,
back 4 drinks now,
we-
and he's
we-
just sorry.
no, Arthur, continue with your drinks.
Arthur's brought 4 drinks forward. One's full of milk, puts that in front of George. 2 for me, 1 for Nana, because Nana always needs a drink. And he's got the last one. He's sort of like,
I'll take that.
No.
I don't know who this is for.
no,
I need
no.
it.
This is.
I'll
adult
take
drinks.
it. I'll take it,
There you
Arthur.
Well, they don't know why you're here. We don't know why you're here. You don't know why you're here. We're gonna go hunting tomorrow. You coming with us?
What? Why? Arthur, no.
I mean, to be honest, we could
Do I
always
get an
use another
opinion?
spare pair of hands.
What?
You
What
get
are you
an
doing
opinion
tomorrow?
as long as that opinion is no, I'm not going to be anywhere near you and your things with my sticky hands.
With your sticky hands?
I've got a
Oh,
cure for that.
that's quite
Lavender
sweet.
oil. It smooths hands right out. It prevents them from being sticky.
It's a metaphor, you nincompoops.
Listen. You say you need an extra hand. How about this? I got an idea. I'll go with you, but you have to compensate me if I'm going to help you.
We will not murder you for being a jerk last time we
Well,
saw
if you
you. How about
murder
that?
me, then that's illegal, and then those.
You know,
giants
stealing's
won't be
illegal as
very happy
well.
with you.
Perhaps we should just
I don't steal.
send you
I
on the
just have
next
collections.
boat back to Bora, shall we? I'm sure they'd love to see you, George.
Gerald, why don't I grab you? Let's go to the bar. We might grab a drink. Let's
You've-
maybe let Nana and Rudy talk to George. You look like you're thirsty. What do you feel like? And he's now walked around the table to try and drag you up out of the way.
Well,
Come on, Gerald. Come
There's
on.
definitely people around in the guild house that are like looking over and listening in to what's happening. It's
Well.
definitely pulling attention.
Oh, yeah, I think, okay, yes, I think we should definitely calm Gerald down and look. I think, George, between, from one apparently murderous wizard to you, you don't know what you're doing here, do you?
No, not at all.
Okay, alright. Well, do you have anywhere to go, anywhere to stay?
Not really. That's why I thought it was fair. Just a little compensation. You said you need an extra pair of hands. No.
We do.
we
Someone's gotta-
don't.
Gerald! Arthur, get a drink into him.
Yeah, I'll go grab him over towards the bar to get him a drink.
I mean,
Arthur's gotta be Arthur while I go do job for an hour. So
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna just do this. Ready?
Thank you all.
Hey,
Thank you,
Hey.
Orb.
you
Alright,
saved
Right.
our little pictures.
I might be back in time. Just
all good.
No worries, bud. Work. The downside of being on call.
Indeed.
Mm,
Yes. It does
yeah.
happen.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Like, no, I don't want to drink, Arthur.
Yeah,
Oh,
Arthur's
right.
just gonna keep Gerald at the bar. Like whether Gerald wants to drink or not, Arthur's just like let's stay over here. Let's get some distance.
Right. Well, Nana, what do you think? Do you think? I mean,
I think George looks hungry before anything else. How much is a meal?
I am. I was just about to eat, but then, you know.
Oh no, you poor thing. That's
Yeah, there was this really nice meal. It smelled so good, and now it smells so stale here. I'm so
Oh.
hungry.
well, I mean, the guild tries its best. It's
Why does it smell like something's decaying?
nothing. Yeah, that's just you know what? It's probably
just
probably
be
the
a
bins.
guild smell,
The bins at the
really.
back. Oh, the
It
guild
could-
smell.
We're
Yes.
quite close to the bins.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
definitely not one of us. That
No,
would be.
I mean, no, that would be weird.
What do you mean?
That would
Why
be
would it be
really-
one of you guys?
No,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
What?
no, we're just confirming that it's not.
No, I mean, and I can definitely confirm that is not one of us.
Mm.
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Rudy's the exact same as you saw him last time.
Oh well, I'm a little
What do you mean,
more,
see?
like a little bit more, you know, like I'm a little, you know, and he sort of puffs himself up a little bit, despite knowing George is like, you know, blind.
Little more of a meat
Little bit-
shield. I don't know what
Yes,
you mean, Rudy.
yes. In fact,
I
there's
see.
more meat on my bones than there ever has been.
That's a
Yes.
lie.
Are you more of a meat shield than that other one over there? Like nods his head at Orb. At
Oh,
Arthur.
he's thick-headed, but a meat shield I would not call him. No.
Oh. He did pretty well. I mean, he did great in combat last time.
Oh, I see.
He did actually. He kind of revealed his true colors in that.
Yes,
battle.
when he uses a bow, he does very well. You wouldn't think so, but yes.
Speaking of,
anyway, yes.
I helped a lot in that battle. So if you hey with you guys, I can help a lot again. I'm ready to block if I need to, Josie.
Oh, all right. Well,
No,
I'm sure.
I can
Go
just see
for
like
it.
the narrator flashback to George literally doing nothing the entire fight.
No,
Yeah.
George
And then-
did something.
Yeah, he
protected
stole from the
himself
party.
and made Arthur think he was protecting Arthur. It
Yeah.
gave Arthur so much confidence to attack.
It's true.
Now the best part was where you went to cast an actually useful defensive spell on Orb, but then figured out it was a self cast. So you're like, here, I'll help, and then you just protected yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then played it off like George knew the whole time, and he still went, "You're protected." With the...
Yeah.
You're protected. Goody goody goo.
Yes.
Zip back to current time where George is like, I helped so much.
So much. All right.
Hey, I
Uh,
almost put an undead beholder to sleep, except for the fact that it's immune to sleep.
Yeah, that was
Surprise.
great.
Surprise.
That was my favorite part. When it was immune, that was my favorite part. Not the casting of the
Yeah.
spell, just Josie being
It's
like,
the
"You
it's
poor
the
summer
best
child."
alignment ever. It's chaotic useless.
Except
Oh,
intentionally
Oh, dear.
useless is the
Feel
thing.
that,
Oh dear.
like in my
Hmm.
life. All right. So how much is it for like a plate of food? Is it like 2 silver?
No, not even. It's like 5 coppers.
5 copper.
Hmm.
Oh, cool. I can't actually do anything here. Okay, D&D Beyond, you win. I'll refresh. Anyway, all right. It's fine. I'll just make a note of it.
But yeah,
will
you have a
order
conversation, you get foods going. After a while, and Hannah, the little halfling, comes over and says, I couldn't help but over here, but are you saying that this blind kid is gonna help out when we raid the gnome?
Hey, I'm no kid. I'm almost a full-fledged adult, thank you.
Almost.
I mean,
Okay.
George here has faced down an undead beholder and lived to tell the tale.
A beholder? Shit, gotta hear that story.
Oh, we all
You
were all
drink, kid?
there.
Yeah. Some ale, please. It kind of pushes the milk out of the way.
God damn it, George. And Nana's kind of like, should I say something?
Rudy puts a hand on Nana's shoulder and just nods.
Okay. Well, I gotta hear that story, definitely. But if you're helping out, that's amazing. The more the better. I don't know who's gonna show up, but you know what? Who
Well,
cares?
we haven't
We're
decided
gonna-
if I'm helping yet. We haven't
Really?
discussed
Why not?
compensation.
Looks at Rudy and Nana.
Oh, well,
Well-
we're gonna get on that when we have a couple of a bit of food in front of us, another drink. Oh, it's just gonna
Mhm.
the conversation will flow naturally. you know, and we'll figure that out, definitely. Yes.
I see. Okay, fine. But I look forward to seeing what you can do, kid. And Hannah starts like walking away.
So, about that compensation.
Well, what do you want?
And will you be around long enough after the battle to collect it? Because last time we had a
Yes.
bit of a problem.
Yeah, you
If
have
I
to be
recall
here
correctly.
to get the compensation.
I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of
yes.
times when you hire an adventurer, helper, you have to pay at least half up front. So,
Half is a large. I mean, well, again, what are you thinking?
well, how long is this, journey? How dangerous is it?
Oh, it's a very short journey, actually. It's not that far away at all. And the danger is, for us, I mean, we've faced worse. It wouldn't be too bad at all, honestly. We're just going to go into a couple of tight-knit tunnels, fight a couple of gnolls, and it'll be fine.
I kind of
Right,
want a
Nana?
sense motive. I kind of want a sense motive on this.
I mean,
I actually
What?
don't know how much this job is worth. so
with
I-
your, let me double check. With your passive insight, it's I mean, there's not really lie. There's omission, but there's no lies technically.
Really does have a
It's
plus
just
6
a
to
lot of-
deception, but he's not really deceiving. He's kind of just...
Yeah, it's just you're like skipping out on facts. You're not lying.
Omitting the truth.
Why did that nice chick who's giving me alcohol, why is she so excited for an extra hand of hands if it's just, no?
Well, the gnolls can be quite crafty, right? If one or two gets by us, they've got a very large support group outside to capture any or defeat any that get by us. So we're essentially the attack prong. We go in there, we flush them out, and the more hands we have, the less we miss, which means the less they have to deal with on the surface.
Alright.
So again, it's not that far away. It shouldn't be too dangerous.
Well, how much gold you got? I'll work within your budget.
Oh,
Ish.
well, we're a little, How much are we getting paid for this, Nana?
This was really an Arthur question. I
This
wasn't
was an
really
Arthur
paying
question. He's
attention.
now with
You were told that you would get 200.
Oh,
total.
okay.
200 total?
gold.
Right.
Okay.
No, I think per person.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right.
So that's 1,000.
How about George?
divided by 6. Oh wait, I don't need a calculator for that. But yeah, no. How do you properly? You don't really. It's not good. This is not Nana thinking out loud. This is me thinking out loud. So 200 per person. But then if George signs up, does he get a cut? That's my next question.
We would have to give him a cut of what we have, because it's not going through the guild; it's going through us.
What? Make him sign up for the guild. All right.
Yeah.
No, I don't feel like that.
No, do that. Absolutely do that.
I'm not sure. Is this,
Are they
is
talking
this...
out loud right now? By the way?
No.
Well, no, Gerald isn't there because apparently I'm being strong-armed by Arthur.
How
the bar.
about we look? I'll be frank. I think the details were being sorted out by Gerald and Arthur with the guildmaster. Maybe we should get Gerald back over there. Just try not to antagonize him. You know how he gets sometimes.
He is mean to me first, and
I
I just
know,
hold my
I
own.
know,
Am I supposed to just be a pushover?
No.
I mean, I'm already blind. Should I just, let him just push me over and give him my walking stick? Should I just, lay down like a walking mat for him?
You know what, George? You're absolutely right. When I'm gonna go get Gerald and give him a good talking to before I bring him over here, and
Yeah,
yes,
you do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. And Rudy comes over to the bar and Arthur's, I don't know, somehow probably got distracted with someone else, and it's like, okay.
You just, as you come up, you can hear just like, why are we even entertaining this idea? They're literally the worst thief we've ever come across. Oh, Rudy, yes.
Yes, Gerald. I'm going to bed, but so essentially, Nana and I, we
Shit.
think we're hashing something out with George here. Look, I know how you feel about George, but
They're a thief who was going to be thrown in a
Yes.
giant prison, and we were the
Yes.
ones throwing him in there last that we
Yes.
saw, and then he escaped and has never answered for his crimes? Is that what you were going to say?
Why is everyone ranting at me tonight? Yeah.
Everyone seems to be ignoring the fact that he's a hardened criminal and has just appeared in our midst.
Gerald, lower your voice. Everyone's looking at us. Look, they're literally all. Oh, that person isn't. They're unconscious. That's probably.
It's
oh,
Richard.
Richard's
Richard's always drunk.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about
passed
Richard.
out.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, he'll be fine. Look, all I'm going to say is like, we could take. George has nowhere else to go, and he's blind.
What do we
and-
care?
and- Gerald, are you heartless? The poor boy is blind.
Poor boy. Man stole gems from the royal family in Bora. And yes, of course, turns out they're not so great either. But
So in
this is not a poor boy. This is a smart criminal who is wrapping you all around his little finger. I don't know how, because he's blatantly a thief.
But you can't
Admitted
deny
one.
He did go into battle with us against that undead.
I didn't see him do a single thing. Did you?
To be fair, I was kind of in the middle of the fight. We could have easily missed.
I
Arthur
don't
seemed to-
trust him as far as Goose could throw him.
Okay, all right. Well then, how about this? If you don't trust him, how about you keep a close eye on him? And Rudy like points at his eyelidless eye.
Oh, jeez.
Keep a close
Oh.
eye on him, and we keep him nearby. So if he does something, we can immediately capture him and be on our way.
Or, alternate idea, we throw him in jail and
have
we
nothing
do our
to-
job without looking over our shoulder for someone to backstab
But
us.
How will we put him in jail if we don't have anything to prove that he did anything here?
Oh, surely we have holding cells for miscreants, yes?
But he hasn't done anything.
He absolutely has done all kinds of things, Rudy.
Yeah,
You
but-
don't be
yeah.
naive.
Just come back to the table and be.
While this is going on, Nana has offered 100 gold.
It seems it's a little less than I was, expecting, but we can talk about. What about 150?
Oh, 150.
Considering you're only playing half up front, and a lot of adventures asking phase are in the
you are lucky
hundreds.
that I like you. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I really like your cookies.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Nana has fished the bag out and was popping one on his plate.
Thank you.
Yeah. So she delightedly looks up at at Gerald and you wonderful news. Looks like we've sorted it all out.
Wait, what?
I think George will be joining us here for what was it, 150 gold. It was a good
100
price, just a
Great
steal.
deal.
Are you
Just a
what?
literal steal. Oh, sorry, not like a literal steal. Like no.
I would never.
You would.
Oh no. Oh, why do I have a really bad feeling about tomorrow?
This is the worst possible idea, and I'm telling you all of this in the start. I swear to God, George, if you double-cross us again,
What do you mean again? I helped last time. I was very
I
helpful.
don't trust you at all.
Well, that's not very nice.
You've
That's
never
not my
given me a
personal
reason
problem.
to, besides being a terrible, terrible thief.
I'm
That's not a reason to
thief,
trust
excuse
you.
me.
Now,
And
listen
even if I
here.
was a thief,
These
I would be
these idiots, for some reason, want you
Gerald.
along with us to stab us in the back.
He's pointing at Arthur, by the way. Just to anyone who's listening, he's pointing
I'm
at Arthur.
I'm going to be watching you, because I, for one, don't want to die because we've got you along here with us. All right? I don't care
Why
what...
would you die?
Yes, Gerald, why would we die? It's an easy... Wait, no, that's the wrong eye. It's an easy mission.
Oh, it's just this really gross moment where it looks like Rudy wants to wink, but just the eyebrow wiggles.
He still has an eyebrow? That's honestly more than I could hope for.
It's patchy.
I will say, what about this? A stipulation that when we pay you, we're paying you as a contract and you are not to steal anything. Although, to be fair, you were trying to steal from the inn and not us, so I suppose that's...
And I returned it, so technically it's not stealing.
Well...
Be considered borrowing. Borrowing
It
without
was
permission,
borrowing.
but-
And I
You
can't
know-
say that the Bora Council was very... I mean, I don't really...
Yes,
Yeah,
apart from
like,
all
I'm
that
kidding,
stuff
my
that you
collection.
actually
Yeah.
did steal, not
And then
steal
even
anything.
beside
I
the
just
inn.
collect rocks.
Can
You
we
just
like, okay, alright, look. Okay, Gerald, you don't trust George, you're never gonna trust George. Okay.
Well,
George, you don't
unless
like
George
Gerald,
gives me a
you're
reason
never gonna
to.
like Gerald, that's okay.
Hey, I'm likable. I'm perfectly likable.
Can we just
Are you? You
all-
seem to be insulting everyone, including.
Well,
your
you
friends.
seem to be a thief.
Oh,
All right.
That
Well,
seems very accusatory, and you like name calling. I understand. You never had friends growing up. That's okay.
Well, I
We
never.
we don't want to assume.
well, he just admitted it. He just said he never. Oh.
I'm going to bed. Any deal you want to strike with this thing
Oh,
will be out of your own pockets. I'm not giving a damn cent towards it.
And now, Gerald.
Not a
some
single
people
copper is
grow
going
up
to
in
pass my
less,
pocket for this thief.
Wow. Oh, okay. Some people grow up in less fortunate circumstances. I thought you would have known that.
I was one of those people, which is why I know how bad this one is.
But didn't someone at some point
Seem to
give
be
you a
profiling.
chance? to
No one gave me a
change?
chance.
Wow, that
I
seems
feel
to be
like-
a problem.
I feel like someone did who also kind of was like, oh, I'm into bottles, but and like
Wow.
that could have been it.
Wow, Nana.
Well,
I
Gerald,
expected better of you. I'm going to bed.
Maybe here's a chance to guide George from a life.
You
of
can guide
crime.
all you want. I am out of here. He turns around and storms off to
All
bed.
right. Well, he's not going to come around, but that's all right. I feel like we've made a good deal here, and we don't want you to be out on the streets.
Still.
Hang on. You know what? I don't even care enough for that. It's okay. Look, the main thing is, I know Gerald, and I know him well enough that he may sound angry, but the anger I hear in his voice is the I'm not going to throw a fireball at your back voice, but I might magic missile you when you're not looking voice. So I think we're okay right now.
It should be fine. You can withstand one magic
Yeah,
missile,
one,
right?
yeah.
We all can. You're not that squishy, are you?
George?
Yes. What?
Basically, just to sum up, we think it'll be fine. We'll maybe give you your own little spot for the night, and so we'll have Arthur talk to the guild master about this little arrangement. How does that sound? And if any details need to be altered, we can always talk about it. And yes, maybe you should get some rest and try not to poof.
Because if
know,
you
so-
disappear,
somewhere
you
else.
can't collect your gold.
It's true.
I promise not to poof. Hides his hand behind his back with your crossed fingers.
Yeah, but you all know that you have this evening and the whole of tomorrow free. You are to
Oh.
be woken up just before dawn in 2 days' time for this excursion.
All right.
But you all head to bed. There is a brief moment as you're heading back towards the dorm area where you all step through the dome. George face plants against it.
Ow.
And you eventually all settle down for the night. Get some rest. The morning comes too. You know that you have the day in front of you. You were supposed to pick up the Skyblinder staff.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
The guildmaster did recommend that you get an early night's rest tonight, since you will be all rounded up a few hours before dawn. But heading over, getting the Skyblinder staff, no issue. It has been finished, which means it no longer has the detrimental effect that it had. It looks a bit more polished. It's the same design. It just looks like it's been polished. A few engravings have been added to it. It looks like some sort of metal inlay has been added to the actual wings on the end of the staff. But Nana, if you wanted to, you can add that back into your inventory.
Yes. Yes. All right.
Sadly for Gerald, it is going to take a few more days to fix your special order. So you are currently without rod and ring.
It's all right. I figured that would probably be the case.
Yeah. That was going to take a few more days. Talking, you think it's going to be finished before the train would leave?
I hope so.
Yeah. You're told that most likely, unless something specific happens that would cause more time to be needed.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be.
That's all right. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, Arthur procures some herbs and small little knickknacks for spell components during the day. Is there anything specific any one of you want to do?
Rudy still wanted to go look for a fine clothier, sort of. He needs something to cover himself up a little bit more.
Yeah, you find one looking around. You find it's like a very in a back alley. There looks like there's a sign, a very small sign outside a door that has a spool of thread and a needle. And you step inside. There's a little bit of bell rings as you step inside. There are just these rolls, these bolts of fabric on the walls, and you see what looks like a scrumpy old man sitting by a mechanical sewing machine. Yes.
Oh, good day, my good man. I'm looking for some form of like a robe of sorts that's very easy to sort of move around in, like, you know, for adventuring in, essentially, but also something that's feels good against the skin, a bit more, above what, something a little nicer, if that makes sense, than the general adventuring fare.
Yeah.
That it also covers up a lot, because I find myself lacking in some areas at the moment.
Do you want a cod piece? Is that what you're trying to say?
A full body!
Yes!
Yeah, he's just lacking in some areas.
God, man, no, I want to cover this up. And Rudy takes off his face covering and is like,
God.
I need to cover
God,
this.
so you look worse than I do.
Yes, I know. That's why I've come here. Oh, sorry. I'm just a little.
So
my
what
visions are-
exactly do you want?
I need to be covered more so I can go out in public without little children screaming and running away from me.
I could cut 2 holes in a bedsheet.
Okay, fine.
Son, you're gonna have to be more specific.
Look, do you just have some nice gloves or something? I'm looking for some nice silk gloves that are preferably several layers of
Not
fabric.
ones that go on the face. And you just have this really roundabout conversation. Eventually he gets paper and pen out, and he wants you to item by item describe exactly what you want.
Please don't make me describe it out in exactly what I want.
No. But I'll say he says, I can get this done, sure. If you see, let's think. For 3 platinum pieces, I can have it by tomorrow.
3 platinum. That's
Unless you want to wait longer.
I mean, how many days do I have, Josie, before we leave again?
Well, you're leaving for this raid.
The
in
raid
a
really
day.
doesn't care too much about it. It's
Okay.
more. It's
Well,
more.
then you've still got 5 days.
All right. I find myself with almost a week spare. Could we? I mean, it's not a rush job, but maybe 4 days from now, I could come swing by and pick it up. Does that change the price? at all?
Oh, yes. 1 platinum piece, and
That-
I will make sure it looks fabulous.
You know what?
I
That
love it.
sounds absolutely amazing. And just again, we did write down and crossed out it. There won't be any cod piece on it, right? We definitely taken that off.
Wink.
We don't need.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure. I just didn't want that factored into your price.
It just strikes something out of the list.
Thank you. All right. Did you want that paid in full beforehand, or I've got to the platinum
If
here.
you'd like to, at least half up front, please.
No, because I feel like I've taken up a lot of your time. Here's the full payment up front.
Thank you. I'll get working right away.
Fantastic. Thank you. I will be back in a couple of days.
Okay.
And
It's
I
gonna
You're
only be a
leaving.
cod piece.
Oh,
It's gonna only be a cod piece. You know this.
It's just cod pieces sewn together.
It's like that sexy armor, but for
Yeah.
men. It's
Valve just said
cod
Rudy.
piece.
Valve just said Rudy wants that David Bowie labyrinth cod piece.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't?
What cod piece? That wasn't a cod piece. That was real though.
Oh,
But yeah.
dear.
Never seen
Is
that.
there anything else specific anyone wants to do with this open day that you have?
Nope.
I have sent
No.
you a DM of what chat has decided George should do.
The TM? God, okay. You could have just told me.
I was going to, but I thought I should do it stealthily, so I did.
Okay. God
Chat decided this.
No.
damn it. Roll a sleight of hand for me.
Okay,
Damn it, Gouda's chat. Why? Why?
what I get?
Just
19.
throw me a bone here, chat. Just give Gerald one fucking reason to like George. Just one.
Because it's played
One.
by Gouda.
I don't-
There we go.
Gerald doesn't know Gouda. Only Roju knows Gouda.
You're walking out because right outside the door, exploring the city a bit. You're in the middle of the market, and you're just walking around, seeing things. And I'm going to need you to roll a D100.
Wait, seeing
D100?
things, George. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't know what you mean. How do I do a D100 and D&D
Uh,
Beyond?
go that little dice thing in the
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
How many dices? Come on.
That's a D20, D10, D100
Yeah.
to everyone.
Rip D&D Beyond.
That work?
Yeah, I see it.
I hear it.
Hear it?
We see it.
I
I
cannot
don't see
see
it.
it.
I do
Oh,
see it.
sorry, I
Wait.
see the sleight of head. I don't see the.
Oh
D100.
no, I didn't see
Sorry,
the
my
other
mistake.
one.
Yeah.
So what was the total?
Apparently, I got a 15.
Wow.
15. So you brush by someone and you get your hand in their pocket and you find a slip of paper. You look at it. You know it's a slip of paper. You feel it. There's an indent. There's something written on it. It looks like it has the number 15. That's
Oh my god, tell me you got a fucking ticket for that train.
Oh,
Oh my god.
wait, is he getting a ticket for the train? No way. No way.
I mean,
Please.
George has no idea what it is. George just got a slip of paper with the numbers 15 on it.
Yep.
Oh my
I
god.
can't believe this.
I have no idea what to do with this piece of paper.
Keep it forever, or better yet, throw it away. Oh my god.
What
And
was
as George is like putting this piece of paper in a pocket, someone goes like, "I swear I had it on me. I swear they said it was the winning. It was the winning. The ticket was worth fucking 6 gold pieces, and I won it on first try. Where is it? What is it? Help me look. Help me look."
George kind of shrugs and walks away and does his whole like seeing eye cane thing, tap 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 as he walks away.
That is so funny.
Oh dear.
Oh my god. If George shows up on that train, I swear to god.
Listening about just spending a day in the market, eventually there's like call outs. George, you figure out that there is a lottery going that does seem to, if you get a winning ticket, you get to ride something called a Magi Rail in 5 days. You get like essentially this, you can win a ticket on the train.
Do I like turn it in now if it's winning, or how do I?
If you walk up to the counter, someone goes like, "Well, ain't you lucky? That is indeed a first class ticket."
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my
son,
God.
you're
I
in
have no
luck.
idea.
And they take the paper from you and they hand you like a what looks like hard pressed vellum with like lots of scribbles and indents. Like you can feel it's got like borders and numbers, and it feels like fancy pressed piece of like hard paper. Just make sure you show up outside the north end of town near the factory in 5 days. Around midday is when the train leaves. And just so you know, I don't know, are you going to be riding with your parents? Are you on your own? You look like a traveling sort.
Yeah, I'm a bit of an orphan. I might have some friends.
You said it! You said
Well,
it!
the train leaves for Tarkar, and if I've been told anything, looking down the lava lake is going to be a mighty great experience.
Looking. Yes, that sounds great. Thank you.
Well, the hot
Kinda
springs
makes
are
us think.
apparently great for the skin.
Nah,
Well,
that-
enjoy your trip anyway. Congratulations on winning.
thank you. And just
Oh dear.
What is Gerald up to this day?
I don't think I have anything to do I? Is it tomorrow that we're heading out, is it? Or is it just later today?
Yeah, like early tomorrow morning.
Okay. I mean, I suppose I could spend a little bit of time at the library, starting to look into all of the research that that we were wanting to do.
Okay. So let me know what you want to do. Give me a bit more to go with.
I was just trying to remember like the things that we were wanting to study up before we head off on this train.
Yeah. Well, you gotta think. What would Nana be doing today?
Today, Nana is trying to train the chicken to sit and come when called.
It is not going anywhere.
is
The
not
chicken
going
is
well.
just walking around the room.
Yeah.
Like whenever you put it down anywhere, it just starts clucking and walking around.
Yeah.
It is not listening at all.
It's frustrating work, but someone has to do it. It's honest work.
So there's this one point where someone just comes by like, "Why is there a chicken in the guild hall?" And just like,
And then it's just like,
"Did the dinner escape?" Like, just looking around.
just grabs the chicken and slowly starts retreating to the room.
So it is Gerald looking up at the library. You arrive at the College Arcana, and you pass by Carl sitting at the reception, and you know that like there's a stair that leads up, and there's this glass floor. You can see the river flowing below, and the walls are just covered. 4 floors of just floor to ceiling of bookshelves. And you know that these are like free to browse. If you want to bring anything with you, you have to check it out, but you're free to read anything while you're in here.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess in this case, just on this day, I'm just going to spend it maybe looking up any information about Silishka, Sakaba, Abraxas, things of that nature.
Make me pick one and make an investigation check.
Okay.
What are you looking for first?
We'll go with Silishka, because I think that's probably the more pressing matter. Yeah, what would you like me to roll?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah.
22.
22. It takes you a good while. Most of the time is spent just refamiliarizing yourself with the system of the books, remembering like where you should be looking, flipping through a few index books, and eventually you find you don't really find anything on Silishkar by name, but you do find a mentioning of a city burned in bitter flames. And it's just like a faint little history nugget almost that mentions it's actually a tome on the Scorching Sea. And it has mentioned that before the lands were turned to sand, there was a city that apparently burned to the ground. And it's just mentioned land burned to the ground in bitter flames, and there's like a little bit of an illustration that has it's vague, but it is reminiscent of the symbol of Silishkar.
All right, and does it mention anything about the location that this city was in the Scorching Sea?
Yes. It says as the world burned, when Shams wreathed the north in his flames, he burned everything. But the city, having already been burned once, was already covered in sand and was desolate and was turned to glass, and is hidden under his claws.
Under his claws, as in reference to Shams?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right, and is there a historical? Do I have a chance to look up historical references for this particular city, for like more specific location, like so that we could navigate to this location potentially?
I'd say make another investigation check.
Okie-dokie.
And these things together is pretty much taking you the entire day, because most of it is just 13.
13. Not amazing.
Because there's mentions. Like in the book there are mentions of landmarks, but they all predate the Scorching Sea. And there's no actual maps anywhere. There's just mentions to landmarks, but you don't find any actual maps that predate the Scorching Sea.
Cool. All right.
And yes, George is a creature. Wow, cuddly.
Nice.
Just asking.
Yeah.
No reason.
Wait,
Okay, what?
Cuddly? Monka? Are you gonna tame me? Am I gonna be your next?
So the night comes to on the 22nd of Areli, and it's late afternoon, and you can see a lot of people in the guild house. You've reconvened here after your days of excursions. A lot of people are getting ready and like headed to bed already. And they're eating. You're all gathered. And is there anything particular you want to do before you all head to bed?
Josie, I don't know how to pronounce it, but can I cast Gias?
Oh shit!
Wait, what? What is this?
Oh
I need to know.
shit! That's the big one. Okay, does it have any material components? That you
Oh
need?
shit.
It just says V.
Okay, so it's yeah.
Verbal
okay,
only. Okay.
Yeah, hold on. This is a big one. Holy shit, Nana.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what is
Nothing.
this? I need to know. What are you doing?
Oh. You'll,
Say
I mean,
nothing.
you'll see.
No,
You'll see.
no, listen. Okay, as you're sitting down having like eating food, having
Yeah.
conversation, you start talking, and you're like having conversation, talking with George over some food. George, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Don't worry about it.
I'd like to think like Gerald's like several seats like on the other side. So if it's like Nana, George, Rudy, Gerald, or maybe Space Gerald or something like that. You know.
Good at? Give us a wisdom save.
Ooh!
That's
That-
a natural
that
one.
one,
physical
though.
response on the
No, it's
But
fine. It's
Nana, as you're sitting there casually eating your food, you whisper a word under your breath, and George doesn't seem to react really, but you can feel that the magic has taken hold. You have 1 minute where you can impose a command that George has to follow for 30 days.
Thank you. Now, George, because we're putting so much trust in you, we really want you to also have our backs. So while you're with us, you are not allowed to steal anything from us.
She said from us. She said from us.
thank goodness.
And George, you wouldn't necessarily know that you are affected by magic.
Dang it.
But
Right,
it
I
is
feel
a-
like Nana would probably tell you because she's kind of nice like that.
Okay.
I mean, you did
Oh.
just say that because we want to trust George, and then you just cast a spell on George. I feel like that's.
I mean, Nana's just wanting to keep the peace. Now, George, I really do mean it. There could be, look, besides not earning Gerald's trust, there could be very bad consequences if you do try to steal from us. We're just looking out for ourselves. Go ham on, I don't know, the council or whatever. But just because we're adventurers too, and we all need our things. Does that sound
So
good?
I have an out of character question.
Yeah.
Because chat brought something up. What if George considers it borrowing for an indeterminate amount of time?
No, the magical command is from the is from the intention, not interpretation.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Not-
is a big spell.
It's
This
not
is,
not
and you are
open
also.
for
I will also
interpretation.
point out. I will also point out. You are considered charmed by Nana for 30 days. You cannot act harmfully towards Nana, at all. You
George
cannot
likes
target
Nana.
her with. Yeah,
That's-
you are literally considered charmed towards Nana. It says you cannot attack the charmer or target them with harmful abilities or magical effects.
So I can't charm her
Correct.
without.
And whenever George would go and try to steal from the party, you would take 5d10 psychic damage.
I should probably tell him.
No, absolutely not.
No, I don't want him to die. That's a lot of damage.
We're
Look,
just in the middle
that's
of
a-
combat,
you know-
and all of a sudden George collapses.
Sometimes
doesn't
sometimes kids need to
George doesn't
learn,
know.
you know?
George isn't gonna.
Kids need to learn
George
lessons,
is
Nana.
Negative reinforcement. This is
Right.
literally like spraying a cat with a water bottle.
Yeah.
No.
Except it's not a water bottle. It's like a bottle filled with acid.
It's more like a shock collar than anything.
Oh yeah, it is a shot collar.
Yeah, you put a shock collar on George, is what you did.
Oh god. It's so funny.
So you're sitting there, like, casually eating your food, just telling these things to George. And for George, it doesn't really feel any real difference as you're just sitting there. But
Okay.
all these, like, little thoughts in the back of your mind, George, about, like, oh, you could grab these things, they become less. Like, they're slightly pushed to the side. And you're just like, Nana's just so nice, isn't she? Of course you're gonna do what Nana says. She asked you so nicely.
I'm the worst.
Nah, this is honestly the best thing that has happened.
Charmer got charmed.
Oh my
God.
I'm fully expecting it tenfold back when you come
Ow.
back. This is so
Now the
funny.
turntables.
Yeah.
Now the turntables. It's so good.
Well played.
I actually legit was just changing my spells for what I thought the fight maybe could entail, and I was like, oh, these are kind of shitty spells. And then I saw that one, I was like, I don't have a 5th level yet.
That was a 5th level, and then now
Yeah,
you get
that
your
was-
rest.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and now you're about to take a long rest.
Yeah.
That was
I know.
perfect.
Genius.
Yeah.
Actually genius.
Mwah, I love it.
It was
You don't get many like amazing plays like that out of Cuddly. That is a
That is a big
wonderful
brain.
It was
move.
honestly really well played.
That was big brain. And the natural 1 on your wisdom save also.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
That-
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna try and play it off
That
cool
hurt.
if you like just totally didn't, but
Yeah, that
could have been very bad.
that hurt. The natural one hurt.
Hey, George can absolutely steal from anyone else.
It shouldn't hurt because George didn't want to steal from us, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally
that's-
didn't have plans to steal from you guys today. No, totally wasn't working
Uh-huh.
on, plans for mid-combat theft. No, not at all.
No,
Not
no,
at
no,
all.
not at all, not at all.
No, no.
That's really funny.
Oh dear.
Oh.
But as the party's winding down, you're having your dinner. You're gonna get an early bed's rest. You all get your long rest. Those of you all who want to prepare spells before the morning comes, feel free to do so. We're also gonna take an opportunity to go on our break here, so we have that done, so we start fresh. So we're gonna take a few minutes. Those who need to go to the bathroom, do so. Those who need to refill drinks, do so. If you got any questions about the game so far, feel free to shoot them in chat. Before we get started again, we'll just do a quick recap of what we did so far today. And also, huge shout out to Syrinscape. We should be giving them more kudos. It is amazing to use their audio. It's a free to use service. If you pay a subscription, you get access to everything, and there's like a bajillion different sound sets and soundboards you can use for your games. And with the online player, you can even send the music out to your players. Like, you're all hearing, no matter what stream you're in, you should be hearing the music playing, but I can control it. I control it all from my application. It's just... And Moogle just redeemed for 50,000 channel points random magical item.
Holy moly.
Oh.
Whoa.
Man, dropping the bomb.
That is a
Dropping the
pretty good one.
bomb.
God damn.
And, yeah. Okay. No,
Yeah,
this
roll-
is perfect. This,
Roll that
this is
table,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, we've actually really already rolled the item up. We did in advance because Moogle told me the other day that she was super duper close to the 50k.
Oh, really?
And I've also made the thing fit. So when we come back, some things are gonna happen.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Exciting.
Very cool.
All right. Well,
But I'm gonna take this moment to go to the bathroom, refill my drink. I'm also going to let my dog go to the bathroom, so I might be 1 minute longer than
That is
expected.
okay. I will
I'm
still be
gonna
here, I think.
feed my cat.
I'll be
Yes.
there.
Yep.
Woo-hoo.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, she won't.
Mm.
See you
Okay.
soon.
Yeah.
I
Time
know
to get
you
some
guys
water.
are so very good at it, but it was so I have to be chaotic.
It was so good.
Oh.
It was so good, Cuddly.
So funny. The funniest thing is I wouldn't even care if you stole anything except for the spoon. So
The funny thing is, I do have something technically against it. I just needed to have cast it first.
oh no!
And the extra funny thing, my other 2 characters that I'm running in other campaigns, actually 3 characters, all have something where they would be immune to this. George is my only
George does not
without
have
it.
Honestly, I think George is just a little too trusting of us. I think...
I'd like to think that like Nana kind of slipped him a cookie as she said it too, just to be like,
You roofied him.
You slipped him a little something else as well.
Yeah, what was in those cookies?
Yeah, I know. Wait, you have been feeding us those cookies, right?
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What are
Yeah,
you charming
tu-
Rudy to not decay? Yeah.
Turns
Yeah,
out
that
Nana
goes-
is actually this puppet master with
Wait.
just like there's like cookies.
Yes, I'm Rudy and be like, take the fucking armor off.
Yeah.
No, but I know someone who might be able to.
No. Because believe it or not, I feel like at this point the only thing keeping him alive is the armor. I'm not
I
gonna
am
lie. It's-
sort of wondering that as well, so I'm a
It's-
little afraid that you
yeah.
take it off and it'll just.
Theoretically, if I charmed you to take the armor off, not knowing it would harm you, would I get shocked by my collar?
I don't think
Well,
so,
no,
no.
because it's not stealing. It's just
No.
that we take
But
it
the
off.
thing is, though, you can
Well, you
charm
also
me
said
to.
don't do harm.
Mm.
Oh, but
I think it was
Mm.
it was
It's a Josie
mainly
question.
I think the intention was to not steal or pilfer from the
Yeah.
party. I think that was the intention of the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, who's this? Like,
So
the
I
armor
heard
is
that.
also actively
Right.
hurting him, so I feel like you could work
Mm.
with that. Yeah. All right,
So
I
I
am gonna. She's staring at me. I'm gonna feed the cat.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I think that the tricky thing is with Rudy's armor is it's cursed to his body. So to take it off, you'd actually need to. I don't know if you can get him to cast a spell and then take it off because that's 2 actions.
I have many things I can do. Don't worry about it.
Many secrets up your sleeve.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. I'm
Don't
not
worry.
gonna worry. I'm not gonna worry.
Gude will remember this. George won't, but Gude
Just,
will.
yeah.
Gude won't do anything about it because that's meta. But you know,
George,
I'll remember
George
this, Miss Raptor, for next time we play a video game together. Gude always remembers their grudges.
maybe what we might do is take a moment just for the chats that are still listening in. So this isn't George's first appearance in Dramonia. George actually inadvertently assisted us or hindered us way back when we were still in Bura for one of our more climactic battles, and yeah, helped
super
us.
helpful.
Yeah, you were amazingly helpful in tricking Arthur into thinking he was buffed up and
I healed
ready to
him
protect.
too.
You did heal him. I do remember
Really?
that. I
Wow.
remember Rudy
Yeah, I
getting
healed him.
jealous. Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
Another healer.
And used him as a meat shield.
As I said, helped us and or hindered us in that
Yeah, yeah.
location.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think last we saw of George was did George disappear in the middle of that trial, or was it like
No.
No,
So,
it was in the cave after
After all the
the
fights.
after we'd
Right.
finished defeating our foes there. And you managed to like nick something off Arthur as you pieced out as well, didn't you?
off of Nana.
Oh,
I
off
got
of
her a bag
Nana.
of cookies. I was
Hmm.
going for the bag of holding,
That would have.
but Josie wouldn't let me.
no, that would have
Good.
crippled the party. That
That-
would have actually
You would have
yeah.
you would have fucked the campaign pretty hard there.
I was going for either the spoon or the bag of holding.
Oh my god.
Pure chaos, pure
That
chaos.
was yeah.
Jesus. And you wonder why Gerald doesn't trust George.
Hey, Gerald doesn't know these things. Gerald doesn't know that George can see.
Oh no,
Gerald-
he
for
suspected
all
it, but you
years-
fooled him on that front. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I quote unquote tripped right as you threw something at me.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like we need to at some point have a rematch on that. Like if we notice an opportunity to have a rematch on that, I think that might need to happen.
My bluff was I don't think
What
you
did I
guys
miss?
have any idea unless like I show that George can see somehow.
Mm.
You guys, I rolled
Mm,
pretty high on
you
my
did.
bluff, didn't I,
You
Josie?
did. We're trying to figure out
Hmm.
if they're like, well, I'm trying to figure out if like there's a way if we catch George doing something that's a little too nimble or too, based on sight. would a re-roll be needed to?
Yeah, I think it's just like more like how sus does George have to be before we like?
To you guys, my eyes do look like I'm blind because they look.
Oh
like...
yeah.
Mm.
No,
Yeah.
I mean we
do-
believe that absolutely at the moment.
At the moment, that's apt.
It's
I mean, if you look, everything about George looks like he's blind. He's got a walking stick. His eyes are like.
it's just that's not the
No.
point though. The point isn't whether you can see or not. The point is that you were a known thief, but somehow everyone except Gerald keeps forgetting about this.
I have yet to steal anything from you guys except for the cookies.
Bro,
You don't
I
know
don't
that.
think that's not the point though. It's
you
it's
stole
that you're
cookies.
stealing from
time.
everyone,
She doesn't mind.
and then
She actually thought that George just liked the cookies so much that he just couldn't resist, and she was like,
Did none of you even
Kinda
tell the
flattered.
group about
Yeah.
losing the cookies?
I don't think so.
no.
No.
Then,
No.
And she would have noticed and then just been like, oh, he must have been hungry or
I
something.
better fill
like
up this
that.
water bottle before we get back into it.
Yeah. Then for all intents and purposes, the party, George has not stolen from you guys at all.
Mm.
Only once got caught borrowing from the cash register, and George said that he needed food and stuff, and you guys fed him after that, and didn't steal anything after that. So for all you guys know, he actually just needed food, considering he looks like a beggar and looks like 12-year-old.
I think it's Gerald's paranoid sort of outlook that's leading.
That's
that
part
thought
of the reason
process.
that I was like, oh, well, if George can't steal anything, then Gerald will stop being so paranoid.
Mm,
And I was like,
Mm.
oh, this works out
To
for
be-
both ways.
To
No.
be fair, Gerald has a 0 in both perception and insight.
You would be the ultimate target for a thief.
I love that, actually. Wait, I feel like I'm
Make sure-
very close to
Make
Gerald
sure
as well.
Nana tells him that George is under under a charm.
No, Nana's not going to tell Gerald because then he'll just be like, oh, George was really good. Wow, we should probably, he must be a nice kid.
I do have a question, Josie. So
Yes.
the charm that I'm under, is it just that I cannot steal from them, or can I not harm them too?
It is, in general, you cannot steal from the party,
Mm-hmm.
but you cannot willingly attack or harm Nana. You
So
can- you
everyone
can-
else is fair game.
Everyone.
Just keeping my options.
I hate that for
But
me.
yes, Rodu,
Yes.
regarding like the blindness and stuff. Sure, if I might ask for a roll if George does something super suspicious, but Gerald also has a 0 in perception and
Oh
insight.
yeah, I'm just the worst at it.
Yeah, so like you might not catch that George is blind, sure, but he's definitely a thief. Yeah.
I mean, you don't need to. I mean, that is just a straight fact that's already been established.
Facts.
Yeah.
FAX.
Has anyone had any communication with or from Orb?
No.
I
Nope.
message him real quick if you want.
Yeah.
I just would like to know if we have an ETA or if he think he's gonna be gone for the rest of the night is all.
Let's see. I'm trying to find him in DMs on my phone, which is of course harder.
Slide
than
into
on
his DMs.
I mean, or I can at him in the Discord, but
Nah, it's
He's
more
probably
Only
fun
Nana.
to
driving.
slide
He's
into
probably
DMs, isn't it?
driving. So.
If you have an ETA,
Pamio says only Nana can harm the party members.
That's my real. It's only because I want to steal from the rest of the party. No.
You already have Nana. You've stolen our hearts.
Oh my god! And your
God.
stomachs.
And
No, really, I've got all your stomachs.
yeah,
Don't fucking
I
move.
I believe that.
Yeah,
Rudy's
there's
just fell out, so it's
hard
fair game.
drugs in the cookies. You are now addicted.
Yeah, we're just like slaves to Nana's cooking, and we don't know why.
You wondered why you were missing some kidneys, huh?
just a reminder that in 50 minutes I'll have to bounce.
Yes, so we're gonna
Is this
get
legal?
back into this.
Are you after this at night? Okay, I have sent a thing. I'm sure Gude has as well, and we'll see which one
We'll see what happens. We're gonna
Yeah.
we'll see if we round up early, if we're in the middle of something, and we'll just have to
15
Gundam.
minutes.
50.
5-0.
Yeah, 15 minutes and we're done. We're actually ending the campaign.
No,
No.
5-0.
No.
It's been a good,
Because-
it's been a good run, guys.
5-0?
Please
'Cause
let's not talk about ending the campaign. I'm so
no.
stressed.
No.
I'm so stressed already. If this campaign falls through, I will die.
No,
No, but
no.
no, because literally Orb wrote 1-5-15 in our
Okay.
group chat.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Okay.
Yes, he is being moist somewhere. Yes.
You have a group chat without me. That's
But
nice.
he's listening to the stream.
It was a group chat made before D&D, Josie.
Alright, I see how it is. I see how it is.
I have a message from Denny to Gerald. Goose messages Gerald later like, I'm weirdly craving Nana's cookies. I don't know why. I need them.
Yeah, it's like ever since he left the party, it's just like it's been getting worse and worse.
yeah.
It's just, withdrawal.
Just feeling really itchy all over.
He just like
and
really needs a cookie. Like,
Oh no, is it becoming canon that Nana's actually
no, I would never spike my own cookies. That ruins the flavor.
maybe unknowingly
Unless you ask me to, and then we can make it more fun. But you know.
It's just a great spice, doesn't know it's
Oh
actually
my
a
god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear. I mean, Nana does have that hip flask. Who knows what's in it?
it's true.
I know what's in it. Thank you very much, and it's too hard for your tastes.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you put anything hard in Rudy's stomach at the moment, it would just fall out anyway.
Yeah,
so
I'm fully expecting it to. Oh my god, how are you gonna eat my cooking?
Oh my god, how am I gonna eat your cooking?
Ah!
The worst.
Ah!
It's okay, George will eat it.
Shall we, Josie?
Yes.
Are we good?
Yes, I'm gonna do real quick. See if this works. Please work.
I hear something.
I
hear
don't.
it.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
No, it's
okay.
low. It's low, but I do hear it. Hang on, let me boost it a little.
Gerald, having gone to bed earlier than everybody else, knowing you need more time to sleep.
Yeah.
When you do wake up, there's something inside your dome.
Oh,
Nanny.
something or someone?
Something. On the ground next to the bed is a staff.
Mhm.
You've seen it before. You recognize it quite immediately. Belonged to a classmate of yours
Oh,
when you went to the College Arcana. There's a note tied to it.
hmm I tentatively pick up and open the note.
It says, "The Blue Tower has me."
Oh. I've heard mention of this blue tower before. I believe the what was bloody name again? The what was the
You've heard
what was
mention
the
of
god? Yeah, no, I know, because I was told to go to the blue tower and free the one who's been there the longest. That was the request from Salishgar's god. What was her name again? The actual Paladin princess. Suriel, yes, thank you. That's what Suriel wanted me to do, right? So,
And this staff is intricate looking.
Oh, the stuff is.
It is beautiful. It is made out of ivory and glass interwoven with spiral shapes at the tip, and it goes into a claw almost that has this faint little orb just inset glowing at the top.
is the letter signed?
No.
And it just says the blue tower has me.
Yes.
Do I know who the stuff belonged to?
You do. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head myself, but I do know it is from one of your close classmates from when you were in the college. We did discuss this way back. I just have to dig up the notes somehow.
Okay.
But you would recognize the handwriting, definitely. You would recognize the staff, if anything. It was apparently an heirloom.
Yeah, things of this intricate nature don't just up and disappear. How did it get in here?
You know for a fact that if you had your dome open, the only way to get in would have been by
It would have
some
had to
form
have.
of magical means.
Magic can't pass through it even.
Well, it depends. You can still apparate within the dome.
Oh, someone was in there. Someone was in the dome.
Or it was intentionally sent to you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Identify the staff. Identify the staff.
Feeling super safe now.
I don't have any of my pearls on me. I can't do any identification.
You
Wait,
do
I
have
have
pearls. We went through this. Nana had a bunch of pearls and gave you one.
Yeah. And now I have 6 instead.
Yeah, Nana has like a bunch of
Oh
pearls.
god, where did my mouse go? Oh.
Look, we got
Yeah,
pearls for
'cause-
days. You can use a different pearl every day of the week.
No, because it has to be it has to be one of a certain value for identify. That's the problem.
Wait. Okay, they were 100 gold
Yeah.
pieces. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that is enough. So
Uh,
you would have had one.
yes.
We did have a brief
Correct.
conversation about this
Yeah.
a few sessions ago that Nana would have given Gerald one of
Yeah.
these pearls.
You ain't getting out of this, Roju.
worth at
You
least 100 gold.
identify.
I'm not trying to. I'm just like I just didn't think I had 100 GP pearl on me. Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, absolutely, I'm gonna identify it and just make sure it is what I think it is,
You sit
or
down.
the stuff that I recognize.
You sit down. You identify it. You hold it in your hand. This is the stuff of the Magi.
Get fucked. Are you serious?
This is an incredibly powerful artifact.
Holy shit!
What? I need to
That
know more.
sounds good.
It
I
sounds
don't know
good,
what it
yeah.
is, but it sounds good.
It's yeah.
But as you're holding it, as you're identifying it, as you're holding it,
Yeah.
fear takes over.
Oh no.
He's already afraid.
I mean, tell me something new.
This is the worst.
You know from identifying it as well, just holding it in your hand, your hands start to shake, you start to sweat. If this thing breaks, it could blow up the entire building.
Yeah, good.
Oh.
And that fear just becomes incredibly overwhelming.
Oh.
Oh shit! Yeah, it really could.
No,
now
this
everyone
is
has
an
one.
actual item. This is
No,
just
this
an
is
actual item.
legitimately what this thing can do.
Yeah,
Um,
you can break the staff to make it blow up.
Yeah, it's like
Really?
it's like it's actually like a 30-foot radius, so it's
Oh my
it's
God.
60 foot across.
It's still, yeah.
It's
I hate
But
it here.
that fear, as you're sitting there, that fear just takes over the knowledge that, like, this is like a stick of nitroglycerin. Like, who knows? Like, what does breaking it entail? If I chip it? If I bump it too hard?
It's very fitting
That was
music.
good. That was
This
good.
is impossibly powerful. Why would it come to me? Oh, gosh. This is... Let's just wrap it up in some padding. It'll be fine. Right? I just try not to break it, and then it should be fine. All right? Yes.
Should be?
Just
Maybe.
don't break it, Gerald. It's easy. super fine. I mean, I'm not very strong anyway. It'd be super hard to break this.
Are we all sharing a room?
Yeah, I didn't really.
Are we in
yeah,
the tent as well?
in the dome?
Well, George isn't allowed.
No.
Oh,
in the
absolutely not.
George would probably be.
But
in the
I'm
dome.
assuming probably Arthur, maybe Rudy would be in the same room within the dome.
Have we heard Gerald's rambled fear mumbling?
You'd also probably be waking up around now. It is a few hours before dawn. You can start hearing movement in the corridors, and you just hear Gerald mumbling to himself.
Oh, Gerald, why are you, Gerald? It's gonna be fine tonight. Today will be fine. We'll be all right. What are you so worried about now? It's too early for worrying about. I don't know, the sky falling.
Don't speak too loudly, Rudy.
What do you mean? Why would I speak too loudly? Do you have a hangover? Do I need to go get a hangover cure?
Very fragile, Rudy.
What have you got there? Do you have a?
It's so fragile.
Why do you have something? What do you mean? When did you get that? Is it a bomb? Why do you have a bomb?
Yes,
why do you have a bomb? Arthur, Gerald is a bomb. Where's Nana? Oh, what?
And Arthur wouldn't be anywhere to be seen right now because he's an elf. He would have he would probably be outside prepping since he only needs the 4 hours of meditation.
Nana's what, in the next room probably, or I don't know.
With George probably, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, it's fine. We just need to not break it.
It looks like a staff. Is it a staff
Yes.
of blowing up? Is that what it is?
It's a staff that can blow up. Yes.
Wait, can blow up.
Can blow up, yes.
Won't blow up?
As long as we don't break it.
Nana pokes her head in. Rise and shine. Oh, you're up.
Nana, Gerald has a bomb.
Don't you also kind of have a bomb, Rudy?
No,
No, Nana, what he means is Gerald is the bomb. Yes.
Gerald, you're not a good liar.
What
are you holding?
He's holding literally a stick of dynamite, Nana.
No, it's a stick of something else.
What is a dynamite?
Oh.
Anyway, this staff appeared here with a note to me, and this is incredibly powerful magic. This is an artifact.
I'm more worried about how did it get into your, the dome.
Look.
Wait, is George trying to? George is trying to. I think George is making funny faces outside. Yeah,
yes, he does that.
Yeah,
yes.
I was eating a PB&J. I'm sorry.
George comes walking up with a sandwich.
George is eating a sandwich. Can George see us?
No, not at all.
Did you ask if I could see you?
To George would maybe be able to hear you, but for George, it's just a wall. Like the dome becomes just a solid object.
Can George see? I wonder.
Oh wait, that's right. Of course, George is blind. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yes.
Really?
No. So, all right. Let me try and. This is a lot. This is a lot right now. This stuff is crazy powerful. This is beyond my wildest dreams to obtain something of this magnitude. However, it's also terrifying because if you break it, if you snapped it over your knee or
which you would never do,
smashed it against a wall hard enough,
you would never do.
I'm not very strong, I'll be honest.
No.
But if that did happen, it would be terrible. I would probably cease to exist, and probably everything around me within probably 60 feet or so would also cease to exist, more or less.
So what I'm hearing is, as long as
you want to stick it in the bag of holding?
No! Are you kidding me? What if it breaks in there?
Well, I don't think anything's really going to come out of there. I think it would be quite contained.
You cannot contain something of this nature, Nana.
Well, then
I don't know. I also can't contain bag of holding boogeyman, but here we are.
Just
That is an actual
George could or could
thing.
not hear.
The worst part is that's an actual thing.
I know.
No, trust me, Josie. We know. We know.
Because
Cuddly
he
and I
tried
have
to take her.
Cuddly and I have experienced this that creature before. We know. We know.
He almost died.
I almost died in a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Once, a while ago.
Right, in Belgian's game.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. So just so you know, mechanically, and this is for you, Chad, as well. So the Staff of the Magi has a feature called Retributive Strike, which says that you can use an action to break the staff over your knee or against a solid surface, performing a Retributive Strike. The staff is destroyed and releases its remaining magic in an explosion that expands to fill a 30-foot radius sphere centered on it. I have a 50% chance to instantly travel to a random plane of existence, avoiding the explosion. But if I fail to avoid the effect,
Wait, what about George?
I would take force
It's a lot of
damage equal to 16 times the number of charges in the staff. And just FYI, it starts with 50 charges.
Fine.
So
It's like casual 800 points of damage.
yeah, it's just a casual 800 points of damage.
So while
Yeah.
explaining this to us, can George hear us?
Yes, George would be able to hear.
Why did you say it loves George?
Oh, because Gerald can. It has a 50% chance of popping Gerald across another plane of existence.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
that's like just like George.
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
it's 50-50 for me to avoid it, but everything around me is just like the closer they are to the
Incinerated.
staff,
I mean,
the
theoretically,
more damage they take, basically.
could you not
That's a lot I
charm?
can steal from you now.
George would have
Considering
stolen that in
you're all
instance.
Oh yeah.
Could theoretically we give that to an enemy and then charm them into snapping it over their knee when we're a good distance away?
No.
No.
Oh.
Charm specifically says you cannot, while someone is charmed, you cannot make them do
Also,
self-harmful
like,
acts.
Also, we're not getting rid of this. There's
Oh god.
no
I-
way.
Is it Gerald attuning to it? Is the question.
I mean, absolutely. Yeah.
So, Gerald, you are going to use this stuff.
I
You're not
have
going to
a
hide
question.
behind it and be fearful of it the whole
I
time.
have a question
Look,
for
Yeah.
Josie.
Yes.
Am I right about the bag of holding? Like it would just explode in the vast nothingness of the bag of holding if it broke in there?
It might, since it does. The weird part is it does open a mini planar pocket when it does explode,
Oh,
which
okay.
yeah, you know, the whole like you have a 50-50 of being transported to a different plane. And
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
put a bag of if you put an interdimensional space within the bag of holding, it's like dividing by 0.
yeah, and you create a black hole essentially.
Fucking do it! That sounds awesome!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Okay, so
I'll like
Yeah,
karate chop it
Just
in there. We'll
just for those of you playing
eat
at
it.
home, never put a portable hole inside a bag of holding or vice versa. It's always bad news.
That
Okay.
sounds amazing. Let's do it.
yeah, I was going to say if we're going to do a total player wipe, we should totally do that as a last resort and just
Yes.
end the world.
That's look, that's the idea
Hey,
of it.
Josie, when
You
they
would
do that, can I just miraculously be teleporting at the time to a different plane?
We'll talk about it.
Arthur's going to be holding on to friggin'
No,
at the same time. He's
absolutely
hanging
not.
up.
I have never look, this is me is Roji talking. I have never in my life been in a game where an item of this magnitude has been usable, and there's no fucking way I'm not using this stuff.
Yeah, well, I did just send you a DM that I'm gonna need you to have a look at as you are attuning to this.
Oh, you sent it to me on Discord though, so I
Yeah.
can't change to it because of the dice tray.
Okay, but can't you check on the phone?
Oh,
am I gonna have
Okay, yeah, that's a smart. I'll do that.
My chat is saying, please don't accidentally destroy the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moogle is having so much fun. Moogle knows exactly what is up with his staff, and it's just wild.
So are you getting
Oh my
fuck rid
God,
of it so it doesn't
Josie.
kill us?
Are we?
We-
You're a
This
fucking
was all-
monster.
No, listen, this was all randomly rolled by Moogle. This item was rolled on
What?
tables to randomly
I-
generate.
I hate this so much.
Oh no. Is it something we get to know or
And
not?
when the item was done, both me and Moogle was just like, Roger's gonna hate this.
I hate everything about this.
What?
While attuned, you gain flaw, is frightened of the stuff unless drunk. And I gain the frightened condition. It's unusable. It's unusable.
Unless you're drunk.
Unless I'm drunk. That's unusable. It's literally unusable.
So
I am so
Nana
crushed
could use
right
it very
now.
easily.
Sell it. Oh yeah, fucking give it to me, man. I'm scared of nothing.
Wait.
No,
Yeah.
you can only use it if you're a sorcerer, warlock, or wizard.
Hang
No,
on,
I
so-
would, to be honest, I would.
I am gutted right now.
Well,
Being
I'm
drunk.
I'm so sad.
So, well, being drunk would incur penalties to other areas
Yeah.
of your capabilities,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, being drunk does not bode well for spellcasting.
None of this
No.
would stop.
And also, Gerald is not getting that drunk
No.
again because he's got traumatic
It is-
history with that.
But this was a randomly generated item.
I hate
by
it, Josie.
Moogle.
I hate literally
That's
everything about it.
Amazing.
Can we just appreciate how much Roji was gushing about never having an item of this?
Oh,
nature
Well,
yeah.
and I guess I
how-
never will now.
and
I am
that is-
I am so
Oh my-
unhappy. I am so unhappy right now.
No, oh no, you should be thrilled because sell it, profit, save an NPC because I can reincarnate now.
What? What?
I'm thrilled about like really expensive stuff. I'm gonna sell it all. Might even sell that stuff.
Unless there
I
might
don't
be a
know,
way we
I'm
could
gonna save
remove
everyone.
that aspect from it in the future, possibly.
I mean, you do have the artificer lady there, but I don't know if
I feel like this is beyond artificer lady.
Well,
I mean,
I
I
don't know.
probably
It-
wouldn't touch it if it was gonna explode.
It
me.
could be. It's not that fragile. Like it's not like an eggshell thing. Like,
No.
I mean, but if
No,
you're
I think
taking
that's
your
just the
card,
fear. That's the
That was,
fear.
that was a descriptor because it has an inherent
Mm.
fear effect in itself.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, no.
Whoever's holding the staff becomes stupidly aware of the effect that it could just.
Yeah.
I just
It's
thought that was
more.
Gerald.
Well, I mean, it is.
Mm.
That's also
That-
just true.
Gerald just makes it worse. The fact that Gerald is the one to have it is just what makes it worse.
Wait, can you just not like function normally then? You know, like just be like, I'm gonna cast it.
Yeah,
Be scared of
it's
it.
Gerald
You're normally
Jones
scared of it.
Yeah, am I like in a weird way immune to fear because I'm scared of everything? It's like,
You're
can I?
normal every
Is it
day.
possible for me to be more scared?
Oh,
Like, oh no, but for
well,
real,
look,
I hate
would
it.
say just hang on to it for now, and we'll figure. We'll at some
It's a
point
staff
figure
of the Magi. It's a legendary item.
Yeah.
this-
It's,
You
it is
actually broke it.
a stupidly good item.
It's I can't.
I feel
The
like
thing is, the frightened condition is also like stupidly powerful. It just says that you have disadvantage on everything as long as you can see the object of your fear.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we make it invisible?
oh my god.
As long as you can see it. See is the keyword, correct?
You know what? That's
wait.
that's crazy enough to work.
Herb says use Gias to have Gerald not be afraid of the staff for 30
You just like hypnotize me into not being afraid.
Gerald, it's really for your own good. And she just slaps you and is like, stop being
fair.
afraid.
To be fair,
Oh
if we're
my
being
gosh.
super picky, it simply says you have a disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls as long as you can see it.
Oh.
Oh, I
So
mean,
you
that
can cast
seems
with it.
fine. You could just like.
Wait, what? No, you can cast with the fine then.
Well, no, because so many spells require an attack roll.
Yeah.
Well, but like, maybe it's
And
so good
also,
that it's roll really good
Creature
anyway.
can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. I'll be immobile.
Well, you're
can't-
not moving closer to it, you're just moving with it. But regardless, you're having this conversation as a group. The dome disapparates, it times off. And people start coming up in the corridor. Like, we're getting ready, everyone's gathering in the hall.
Oh, yes. We'll do that, Gerald. What do you want to do with that seed? You didn't want to put it in my bag. Are you sure? I carry everything for you, man.
Arthur's jumping up and down. He's excited to get going.
Oh, we got an Orby back. Hold on, let me bring your video back.
Oh yeah, same shit.
I just had him as his orb thing. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I had it hidden so you could see the character portrait.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
no, I see.
No.
I didn't do that. Oopsies.
All right. Well, I suppose. I mean,
Guys,
Look,
let's go.
Gerald-
Let's go.
Gerald,
let's go.
you need to make a decision. What are we doing with this staff right now?
I
Are
will
we...
say I do also, just for the sake, because I as a DM need to say for my own mental health's sake, this is a randomly rolled extra item. This was not a planned story important
yeah.
item.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah, I get it.
Oh, okay. No, that's
Yeah,
That's fine,
it
that's
wasn't
perfect,
something that was
yes.
going to be added. Yeah,
So we
it's not-
shouldn't
yeah.
necessarily go to the blue tower. I mean, we could, but we shouldn't. But we could. But we shouldn't.
I think that part is added on for the story, Cuddly. I think the staff itself is not.
Yeah, like
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
here's the thing: if it belonged to a friend of mine, I don't know if Gerald would just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna sell this shit, you know, like it's just, yeah. I don't know. That was too big of a roller coaster of emotion for me.
I really like the item myself though. It was really
Oh,
nicely generated.
I mean, the item is amazing. Like it's phenomenal. It's a
Well,
legendary
the
item.
Original, okay. I'm gonna be honest. The original rule was worse. The original rule was that while attuned, you are under the effect of the antipathy spell.
What's that?
It's worse.
I don't know what
It's
antipathy
just
is.
worse. Antipathy just means that you are completely revulsed by the object constantly.
You would have picked it up and thrown it at the nearest wall instantly and killed us
Yeah,
all.
that's the effect of the
I
antipathy.
wish it would have happened.
It's like worse than fear. It's like
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to get away from the object.
Look,
You
Yeah.
feel like
we can.
yeah, it's
You know how Arthur feels when he sees Rudy's face.
Mm.
Or when George
Ugh.
feels
I don't know what you're acting like that for, because like he didn't want me to hit on one in the first place. Now he's done something for Arthur to stop hitting on.
And he's very happy. Anyway, let's look. As I said, we can figure something out with the staff later. We can move on. Just put it away for now, Gerald. You can play with your wooden staffs later. Let's just go. Come on.
Have more respect.
I don't know what we're respecting.
Respect for what? I don't. It's a staff, right? I
Look,
don't
Gerald,
really...
George has been very patiently eating the sandwich in the
Look,
doorway there.
Oh, good. You're getting breakfast. Oh, honestly, let's get ready and go.
Where did George get the sandwich, though?
uh,
Where do you think?
there is like in the guild hall, there's like a little bit of a bar where a mute goblin named Gast works, and he probably just was handing out sandwiches, and you grab one.
Okay.
Because everyone is like half asleep. Everyone's drinking coffee and eating and like putting on their armor and prepping. Tables have been moved to the side, and everyone has gathered around. And Venarian Quinn is standing by the bulletin board. And there's a lot of people here. There's like dozens of people gathered.
Can George also have a mug of just black dark roast coffee?
Yes.
Not a mocha? Are you kidding me? What the heck?
I just find it funny that this apparently 12-year-old looking person just black dark roast coffee.
Believe it or not, despite the amount of coffee I drink daily now, I did not do that when I was 12.
I don't believe you.
Oh, I didn't.
As you all come out into the guild hall, there's murmur. There's hustle and bustle. There's a lot of people around. Everyone is starting to settle down. They've strapped on their armor. Everyone's checking their weapons, getting ready. And it goes quiet. And people are just standing around waiting as Guildmaster Venarian Quinn takes two. He is now, usually he's dressed in casual clothing when he's just administering around. Now he's dressed in leather armor. He's got patches of what looks to be dyed fabrics, lots of greens and browns. He's got one of his left hand has a thick glove on it. He's got a big bow slung over his back. And he looks around. And it says, I hope everyone made sure to sleep well. If not, here's the wake-up call. This last night, we've had a daisy chain of runners bringing reports from what's happening. And you hear the little halfling Hannah shouts from within the crowd, the Knolls! And there's a few laughs going around. Yes, that. We've got runners spread about an hour each, but this also means that all the reports are delayed. We're a few hours behind on the actual information. By the time we get there, we should have been getting closer reports. We'll be picking up the scouts as we go. Nirvana has informed me that a handful of druids will meet us there. They've been issued out by Bandoria. They see the problem. They're going to come join us. Last report we got just after dusk was that the Knolls had kidnapped a family from the local farm Melstead, about 10 kilometers away. They've been brought in alive. That's the first we've seen of that. Before, they've just been raiding, killing, stealing. Scouts on location have been keeping a distance. We've been keeping a distance of about 3 to 4 kilometers away from the Knolls camp. They're on a hill. They've dug tunnels into the hills. Any closer that we get, it just makes them increase their defenses. They make longer perimeters. The plan, people, is not a surprise attack. They know we're there. We know they're there. They're keeping tabs on us. We're keeping tabs on them. We're going to march in. We're going to hit them as hard as we can and as fast as we can. That's all we're going to do. That's what we can do. Put your own lives first, people. If you get injured, feel free to back off. If you want to keep fighting, go for it. We're spread thin. The general of Christ has requisitioned troops. A bunch of the volunteers have chosen to join. Situations to the south has been getting muddier of late. When we get there to the last rendezvous point, we will start the charge immediately. Hope everyone's ready.
Hoorah! Wait,
We're gonna get there, and our newly returned friends, and he gestures towards you as you're coming out the corridor, and everyone sort of turns around. We'll be leading the charge into the hills themselves. The rest of us, we're gonna stay outside, acting as a firing squad, taking out any Knolls that make their way out. But you're all ranged fighters. Most of you are spellcasters. We know that Arthur is good with a bow. We're giving you a buffer. Claire and Hannah are going to join you. They both excel at close quarter combats and specifically in caverns. We also have George. Will be joining. The more the merrier, I suppose.
We haven't agreed on my payment yet, so it's unsure if I'm going yet. Just
Oh no, I was actually going to mention. No, we
talk about this.
assume.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Now, you're all getting a few minutes before we leave for the midnight sun. And just raises a fist. And you all get 12 temporary hit points as Venerian Quinn uses its Inspiring Leader feat.
Oh,
Hey. I'll
that's
take that.
nice.
Sorry, what was that? 12.
12 temporary hit points.
I love that for me. Oh
Mm,
my god.
yeah.
Mhm.
I need that, please.
Yeah.
Just a few minutes later, everyone is setting up. Everyone here is leaving, except for one person. Richard is still drunk at the bar, passed out.
Classic Richard.
Yeah, classic Richard.
Pretty much.
And but everyone else, you're starting to leave. Head out the city. Start walking. Venerian fills you all in that it's gonna take hours. You're probably not gonna show up until near late afternoon. You start walking, and just this troop of people leaving the city. About 12.5 total. More should be meeting you there. You've been told you're picking up scouts along the way. But for now, you're just trudging, following the roads northwest. Anything particular you want to do?
George needs to bring something up to Rudy now that more has come out about the campaign and how, not dangerous at all it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, George. I said we were leading the charge into some tunnels.
You did not say
fighting
we were leading it.
gnolls.
You did not say we were leading it. You
I
did
said
not
we were
mention
going.
there were deaths. You did not mention
What do you
any
mean
of
you
that.
have deaths? You can't die. I'm here. I will keep. Don't worry about that.
You
We have
didn't
these-
mention any of this, and to be lied, I feel hurt. I was lied to. I
No,
think I need 10 gold compensation.
From what I heard, Nana is compensating you very well.
Yeah, but you lied to me, so.
I didn't lie. I said most of. I didn't know.
Stop trying to extort the party, George.
I'm not extorting. This is just,
Okay.
if I lied to you, you'd be upset too.
Okay, all right. You know what, George? Because I am trying to ease tensions within the party here. How about I add on to Nana's payment, which would make the payment the exact same that we are getting paid? Would that be acceptable?
Sure.
That's way more than 10. Okay.
I guess
you're
that'd be
trudging.
worth it.
You're having these conversations. There's a few people talking amongst themselves. Claire is riding on her bear. You see, as you step outside, as you're walking, every now and then a bird comes and lands on Venerian's left arm. Seems to talk to it, then it takes off. Madeline is also circling above you all. As you're walking, Gerald. There's a presence suddenly. You're walking with a group. You have your broom at your side, but you're currently just trudging on. When you realize that someone's walking beside you. You didn't realize it before. You look to the side. It's cold. It's like an early, crisp spring morning. You can see your breath. There's some mist lingering along the ground. It's wet on the ground, but this person is barefooted. No shirt. Looks tanned. Wearing almost what looks like is that a skirt, a pelt around their waist? Zebra skin. Stripes of black and white. And then you realize this person isn't actually walking. Well, they are walking, but above the ground. Not leaving any footsteps. And you've seen this person before.
Oh?
Twice.
Who is it?
Walking beside you's Nethys.
Oh!
And just casually strolling, just looking around. There's a few butterflies flying around his head.
Right. The old two-tone. What? Hello?
Hello. It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
It's very brisk. What brings you here today?
The staff. I came with.
Sorry, the staff what?
The staff. I was tagging along.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense. You're all about that magic, yes?
I made this.
Oh,
Nods towards it.
did you? Well, good work. Pity about the terrifyingness, though.
Yes. Quite funny, though.
It's not. It's the worst.
It so is.
No, you've made a legendary artifact of impossibly good power, completely unusable. It's this very sick joke.
To you, maybe.
Do you want it back?
done me
Is that
proud,
what you're here
Gerald.
for?
No. I have more. And just like waves a hand, and like you just see this like row of staffs appear before they
Do
vanish.
you want
again.
to? Can we swap for one that doesn't terrify me?
No, they all do. That's the secret.
That would be amazing.
Maybe. I could make you a bargain. You've done what I've asked.
I try.
You do. I see it. I see most things. And I see you, looks towards the hat. And you see the hat sort of like scuffles on your head a little bit, like moves away. Almost like it's like trying to nudge further away from Nethys.
There's been a lot. It's been a lot.
I have given you a gift, Gerald. In the past.
Oh yes, you did. That's actually been very handy. Saved my life more than a couple of times, I would think.
Yes. Sadly, I'm limited at what I can do. But I could trade one gift for another.
Oh,
Temporarily.
what do you suggest?
My influence. And no, you all just see, to everyone else, it looks like Gerald's talking to himself. He's just like,
Business,
talking.
business as usual.
He's,
Yeah.
he's actually cracked now. This is, I think, maybe we should hit him over the back of the
Look,
head.
we all saw it coming.
I volunteer
We
for
all
it.
play coming.
It's not
Yeah.
it's not a surprise, really.
Give him another 5 minutes, George. If he doesn't snap out of it, I give you permission to slap him.
I have given you a boon of protective magics.
Yes.
I could mold this boon, change its form. I could not give you more, I could not give you less. But I could temporarily change it, if you would wish.
Change it to what, though?
Well, it would still protect you, but rather from harm. I could... Because I like you, Gerald. It's interesting. You're tied, your fingers in so many soups.
Good soup.
I could take the shield that protects you from harm and instead place it on the staff temporarily to protect you from my prank.
Let me get this straight, Nethys. You're suggesting that I could use the staff in exchange for no longer having access to your protections.
Correct.
That is a tricky one.
It's the best I can do.
When you say temporary, how temporary are we talking, Nethys?
A day to start.
And will this end suddenly? Is this another prank? Is it just going to, in the middle of a fight, suddenly I'm terrified again?
No, nothing like that, Gerald.
I mean, we are going into a terrible place.
You are. More than you know.
Oh, you want to give us a heads up on that?
Don't tell George that.
Oh god.
And he looked at you and he smiled and says, "You could figure it out if you wanted to. You have the means."
Cool. Good. Yes. Well, this is really honestly, this is really tough for both me and Gerald because the exchange is actually a decent one, but it definitely makes Gerald more vulnerable, and Gerald is very much about staying alive.
You already died once.
Yeah,
buddy.
you already died once, exactly.
YOLO does not apply to Gerald.
I mean,
But
you do have a. I mean, yeah, Goose isn't here, but Rudy's here.
Rudy, you are literally falling.
Do we want to scroll back to that meme that you sent?
I can
Yeah.
scroll up real quick. Hold on, let
Oh,
me
shit.
just.
You're
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what
falling
time
shield.
it is. Ozzy, I know what time it is.
Yeah, no, I just
Rocking
accidentally
me.
closed something. That's okay. I don't think I closed
Oh,
anything important.
whoops.
Close the battle map.
But yeah.
yeah. All right.
But yes.
Do it then. It's better not be another prank.
It's done. And you look back and Nephthys is just gone.
Why do I feel like I've made a mistake?
What a mistake, Gerald. What do you mean mistake? You've just been walking here. Did you
Oh.
put the wrong foot forward or something?
Probably several times over a couple of decades. It's just it's just one of the gods turned up again, and it's the
Again? Well, can they not leave us alone?
exactly, Nana.
How many times do you guys talk to gods? What?
Oh my
I-
god, too
I-
many times, George. You don't even know.
I literally spoke to mine
Nah, you probably
yesterday.
just talk to
Too
the ghost.
many
They're just
times.
constructions.
So anyway, yes, the basically it was a joke. The whole staff thing. There was a thing on it that the god put on there as a joke to make me terrified of it, and then he's like, "Hey, so Gerald, you know, it would be fun if you became more vulnerable, and then you could use the staff again, or you could actually use the staff in the first place." And I was like, "That seems like a terrible deal, but we're going into a terrible place, and this might be the
I'm
difference."
Sure that where we're going is not that terrible.
Oh no! Apparently, it's worse than we think it
Wait,
is.
No,
Wait,
it'll be fine. No.
What do you mean it's worse?
Oh, it's so much worse.
George, weren't you just saying gods? Like, don't worry about what they say. It's okay.
Well,
It's all right.
ghosts have things to say too. They can
Oh.
just, what do you mean worse?
Wait, you talk to ghosts? Oh, that's so interesting.
If you ask me, all that's ahead is death. And it needs to happen.
Not for us, though,
And,
Arthur. Not
no.
for us. We're going to
No,
die
it's
and
the-
well.
I certainly hope not for us, because boy, did I give up some personal shielding to be able to wield the things that this can do.
If it helps, Gerald, I can cast a shield of faith on you as soon as we enter any battle, and you'll be fine. Don't worry.
I just don't.
Don't
you
worry,
know,
I'll protect you just like how I protected Arthur last time.
George
fine.
did a very good job of that from Arthur's retelling. Yes.
I mean, Arthur did say that that was the one thing you did good at, so
Yeah, he didn't take any damage after that, did he?
I guess that is,
No, I did not.
I did not have to heal it.
as loath as I am to say it, that is slightly reassuring, I guess.
Ozzy, do you need to run off?
I do need to run off, yes.
Yes. We will keep going for a little bit, but we won't get to the actual... We'll be breaking a bit earlier today, just to make sure that everything rounds out nice and neatly.
I'll be all good. I'll say goodbye to my chat and I'll send them over to you, Josie.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. I'll see you when I see you.
Bye, Ozzy.
Yes.
See you,
Good luck.
Ozzy.
Good sleep. Good
Have
night.
a good sleep. Good luck getting up early tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, and yes, he goes down.
But you're having this walk. Near midday, the group stops for like a brief. You get like 20 minutes to rest and eat. Gerald, feel free to
Yeah,
attune to
I'll
the
go
staff
ahead
of the
and
Magi.
Attune to it.
Yeah. And
Cheeky
you will
goddamn
essentially be
gods.
allowed to use it for the remainder of this excursion.
I figured.
Yeah.
Nice. And then break it.
I'm never say I'm not a benevolent goddess.
I think that was just a.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's not dig that one too deeply.
No. But you keep going, and about every hour or so, indeed, you see a runner coming towards the group from ahead. They seem to relay message to Venarian. He relays message back, and it's just like intermittent reports about what's going on at the Knoll camp. As you're about 3-4 hours away, the report says that a raiding party has left from the Knoll Hills and headed away again towards Melstead, this farming community. Welcome in, Frobros! And so, for currently, as far as they know, there is, for a while, maybe a few hours, there's going to be less gnolls at this place. So Venarian asks everyone to pick up the pace. Like, let's see if we can get there and make sure that we cut them off from regrouping with their friends. And you get up. Takes a few more hours. Start like hustling. Everyone's walking a little bit faster. And eventually, sun starts setting. You pass through hills. Pass through a few tree lines, you leave the actual forest. Orb leaves us again.
Where it's a ankle.
And you can see hills ahead. These larger hills with trees growing around them. There's a bit of thicket to the west of it. And there's fires, like black tendrils of smoke peering up from these hills. And they're still a bit away. As was told, 3-4 kilometers. Regular walking pace, it would have taken you maybe half an hour to walk up there. As you're getting closer, a group joins you. Running across the fields towards you is a group of deer. 4 of them, to be exact. Just run straight towards the group.
I was hoping you didn't notice that.
No.
It's okay, Jim. He missed 2 earlier. It's fine.
It's true. I put one right in your chat.
Yeah, well,
I told
in chat
Kathleen.
doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
In chat doesn't count.
Okay, I put one in Kathy's chat.
But as Venarian is looking around, you see this small group of deer. They're just bounding down a field towards all of you. And Venarian holds his hand up. And his hawk lands on it. And he speaks something. And he throws his arm up into the air. And you see the hawk explodes into massive size.
Feels like it was like just blows up.
Everyone's got exploding, I tell you. Oh
No,
my god.
it expands into massive proportions. And he then straddles on it and sits on the back. And he turns around and he just says, "This is it. This is the last moment we have to get ready."
He is literally doing what Gandalf should have done like 5 years earlier. Okay. No, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I love it. I love that for him.
We will be starting this charge momentarily. We're just waiting for the last stragglers to catch up. And as he says that, the deer comes further. And as they are slowing down, they all transform and stand up. And Nana recognized these as they are druids of Bandoria
Yeah.
that come up walking.
It's your homies.
And they all like nod, they give a little bit, and they just breathe for a moment, like look around. One of them walks up to talk to Venarian. Venarian says something and points at Nana. And one of them comes walking up towards you. And it is a gnomish young girl. Says, "Nana, Melivora, I assume."
Yes, that's me.
Oh, good. Good. Yes, we were told you would be here. I have something, and just like starts digging through like these pouches. Here, and holds out a scroll towards you.
Oh, and Nana takes it and
Yeah.
reads it.
It is a spell scroll.
Oh! What kind of spell?
It is Wrath of Nature.
Ooh.
And on the back it says, give him hell, and it is signed by the Storm Druid.
Nice!
Yes.
That's cool.
That's so cool. Give them hell. We love that. Oh, so remind me, spell scrolls you can just use, but then they're gone.
Yes, it's a one-off use. Doesn't use any components. It doesn't use any of your spell slots, but it is a one-shot use. Yes.
And it is a one shot, really. Like, I
Yeah,
remember
one
what
shot,
it
one
does.
opportunity.
Like, it is the time. Oh my god! And
But as you're all get, yeah,
I
and
was
then
just
she just
saying.
like nods and says, "Well, I guess we better get cracking." And the whole group then just like bounce together. Venarian's hawk, now enormous, takes to the sky, and he says, "Here we go. Hope you're all ready." And he just takes off, and if there's like a pause, people go like, "Oh, okay, sure," and then just everyone just starts running. And there's like everyone's like, "Oh, okay, this is it."
Here we go.
And you start running, and you see as you're getting closest, as you're all like thundering down along these hills, you can see this main hill. As you see these groups of gnolls standing up, training their bows. You see also these big creatures stand up, and the fires burning all around the hill. Looks like a few smoke pillars coming from within the hills themselves. And as you're all rushing forward, that's where we're gonna have to break for today.
Dun dun
Ooh.
dun.
And we will do we will be starting with combat next week.
I'm not on call next week, so woo!
Yay!
Yay! Oh my god, I'm
That is
literally
good.
bringing the ends. It's happening.
You bring me the end.
I'm bringing the ends.
It's the end of
You can't
time.
stop me. The end.
This item was brought to you by Pabor.
Pabor, thank you. What did I do to deserve such beautiful?
It was because I allowed our tier 3 subs to use the new rollable table.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
so this is payment for the 2 NPCs that will die sometime in the near future.
I am trying to prepare for that, but admittedly,
And I will
playing
say,
George
Terms
presented
is
that.
in chat, and Terms did roll a natural 20 on the table. So this once, and then I'm removing it from the table. You do level up because that was the natural 20 roll.
What?
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Everyone are
We're
just
leveling up.
Mm.
But then
What?
it's gone. That was a one-time
That
can
was a
happen
one-time
thing.
I love it.
Yeah,
do
then
we
it's
do it
being
now, or do we just do it like
removed.
after the battle? What would you
To
prefer?
level up
No,
already.
you do it now.
Do
This
it now. Okay.
Yeah, feel free.
I was not ready for this.
Me
Nope.
neither.
Wait. everyone,
Wow.
including George.
Yeah,
Wait.
including George.
Yeah,
So we hit 10.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, you get level 10.
Fuck. All right. Great.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for rolling that
Benevolent
20.
goddess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
that
Okay,
is-
we're level
Now
10, I
level
guess.
60.
I don't know
But
what
it
I was
is-
gonna
yeah.
do. Hunter
Oh
a
my
road.
god.
Oh, you got.
Yeah,
I mean,
Terms
that's
got
the.
you a level
that's the
up, but
question.
then I am removing it from that rollable table. That was just a thing that can only be redeemed once, and it was redeemed very quickly.
That's
Terms, I
yeah.
can literally teleport now. Terms, you have done me a solid.
Yeah,
That's
Nana
solid.
gets the
I can
what is it like the
literally
path of
teleport.
shadows, where you could just like
Hidden
bloop
path.
around.
Oh.
Yeah, hidden paths.
Oh, I get resilience now.
Yes.
That's nice.
I'm leveling up Hunter.
You're doing Hunter. Oh, that is going to be super useful if you're going for that multi-attack defense.
Yeah, that was exactly what I'm doing. It's a multi-attack defense.
Yeah, that's a really powerful one. We will also have to let Rudy know about the level up, because level 10 for clerics means divine intervention.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
no.
big one.
Shit.
Yeah, when he can literally just ask for his goddess to help.
Urgatho's gonna come and like bitch slap someone on the battlefield. I can't wait.
But yeah, it's
That'd be terrifying.
It would be terrifying.
A +4.
But yeah, so that
AC.
is like the rounded out session for today. We did a bit shorter. Ozzy had to leave. We also had some technical difficulties that we've been hounding at our heels today, but we've been making it work. Next week we will be starting straight into combat. We are looking for a very minor dungeon crawl coming for the past future, and we're hoping that George will be joining us for most of it, or all of it.
Hopefully all of it. Otherwise he won't get his pay.
And if there's any questions about anything pertaining to the game in chat, feel free to shoot them at us. We will take a few minutes to answer questions, go through these level ups, because there's some stuff happening.
Level 10 George to be more of a shitlord.
Yeah, terms I hope George can figure out a way to steal, and then there's a heart.
No, just
That's
be
not
nice to
gonna be a
us.
problem anymore, because at level 10 George gets what is it called again? I get magical secrets.
What does that mean?
Right.
It's a secret and it's magical.
It's a magical.
It's a magical secret.
Oh, neither.
Such magic, very secret.
We'll find out next week, don't worry.
No?
I'll
What? What's
literally
happening?
cry if you steal the spoon.
Oh, I'm
DM
Everything else is
thinking.
fair enough.
I'm doing a unthink.
You're doing a think? You're doing
I'm
a
doing
think?
no, I'm sticking with my +4 to AC though.
Okay.
That gives me 19.
What is this? Gerald gets another cantrip?
I
Oh
know.
my god.
One whole
Those are
cantrip
hard
is
to come by.
Wow.
pretty.
Alright.
It's pretty up
Also-
there. For
Also,
real though, I am going
what
to take
is-
a useful one. I'm actually going to take minor illusion. I think.
Oh, that is a useful one.
Hmm.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Reaper. Frederick the Armored War Goose is a menace to society. I believe that. But yeah, druids, you get your hidden paths. You also get a second 5th level spell slot that you can use. Ozzy is in
that's
chat.
freaking nice.
Ozzy, yes, because Terms rolled a natural 20 on the random table for tier 3 subs. You got the one-off claimable level up. So you got one free level up out of the blue.
Hooray!
You're welcome. Which does mean that you get divine intervention. Which is broken. It's really good. It's really, really good. Let's also double check some fun things over here. If Goose had been here, Goose would have gotten a retaliation, which is I think it is. Where is it? I'm lost. There we go. No, intimidating presence. Goose would have been
he's
able to
already got
just
that,
like
baby.
AOE intimidate people because power.
Because power.
Because power.
My Corpse Slayer is now a +11 instead of a +10.
Yeah, because your proficiency bonus went up.
Oh.
Because you went back into Ranger.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Let's
there you
have a
go.
look at
Welcome.
my short sword is +9.
So yeah, you all get that. That's a free one-time level uppity duty. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do.
Oh my god.
It's one
No.
one
Just
step
your DM.
closer to sending people through hell.
It's I think
No,
it's a great
it's
idea.
beautiful. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I love
We'll
it.
probably use in the next couple of campaigns.
Yeah, yeah.
So the party will know. Or they won't.
The party
Who
will
knows?
know.
I don't know what's
Um,
being talked about right now, and
No, you don't.
I am
You have no
terrified.
You should be. You should be, yeah.
I have so many feats now and traits. Jeez.
Yeah, but what, Larspan? What would be funny? Oh, Cuddly, I didn't even realize you rated in Cuddly. Wow, I'm
Yes.
blind. It's because I have alerts turned off.
very
I have
cheap.
alerts
No,
turned
no,
off.
that is all good. Thank you for having me. I'm gonna have to duck out and start getting
Yeah,
ready for bed,
go-
but I will
go.
leave the
Yes,
thing
please do.
running.
Please,
Cuddly,
please
I
do.
love you. Bye, my nose.
I miss you. Oh, she's gone.
She's gone.
when
They're all
we
gone.
when we
Everyone's
do
gone.
when we get to it, we did have a question from
Yes,
one of the people
shoot.
in chat.
Go for it.
So Xanafil was asking what everyone's experience is with D&D, and what edition did you start with if you've played before?
That's a great question. Why don't you go first, Luigi?
Yes, I have played before. I've both played in games and dungeon mastered for games. The edition I started with was 3rd edition, and then 3.5, and then Pathfinder. Never played a game of 4th edition, and now we're in 5th. And honestly, I like
Now we're in
5th.
5th.
It's pretty good.
My first system ever was Call of Cthulhu, actually,
Oh.
that I played.
Nice.
Yes, and I played Pathfinder 1 and 2, D&D 5th edition, Vampire 20, and Vampire 5th edition. My preferred system so far is actually Pathfinder 2. But when it comes to stream games like this, D&D 5th edition does come in handy, as it is a less to keep track of, and there is a multitude of tools, such as D&D Beyond and the Beyond 20 Discord bot, and the integrations for Twitch and everything. It's just very, very handy.
Yeah, the tools are definitely very robust for D&D. Yes, Vampire the Masquerade, Xander.
Yes. Vampire the Masquerade. I actually played some yesterday, last night.
Ooh.
Ran a game
cool.
of Vampire the Masquerade. Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
What is good as...
I actually have a list of this because, like, a few months ago, I was asked this,
List.
and I have a list. My first ever campaign was 3.5. I've been playing since I was 11 years old. I've been in a lot of different systems. Stormbringer, and then a homebrew version of Stormbringer. Warhammer 40k. The Star Wars one, which I always forget the name of.
Oh, yeah.
Cyberpunk. 10 Candles. All Flesh Must Be Eaten, which is really fun. That one is, you don't play with dice, you play with cards.
Oh,
a
that's
deck of cards.
That's really interesting.
It's really cool.
That's cool.
It's a zombie game, essentially, and you have to basically play your cards correctly, literally.
Nice.
I played in several different homebrew systems since I play with serial DMs. Call of Cthulhu, 3.5, of course, Advanced D&D, Pathfinder, and 5e. My favorite is Pathfinder. It's something Josie and I have bonded over in the past, actually.
Yes. Orby.
So I've over my time have played with 4 different DMs. Josie is clearly the better of all of them. They've basically been one shots here and there. There was one Star Wars one that I joined as a Grey Jedi thing that went horribly wrong after I tried to have sex in it.
Of course.
Orb, are you just the same character in every game you play?
Not generally. This was so basically my Grey Jedi was a person that didn't have feelings. He was all about the Force and all that sort of stuff. but the DM at the time made this person of the Force seduce me, and I failed so many rolls, and I was seduced.
Mine's a Pam. I actually do have one addition because as of 2 days ago, I've also played a system called My Life with the Master,
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
where you play minions that do biddings for the master.
That'd be pretty cool.
I want to play that.
That
And
sounds fun.
the game goes in rounds, and you do scenes. Everyone gets an order by the master that you have to either resist or you have to do what the master says. And you're supposed to try and make connections with the villagers and find like enough love to be able to break free from the master's grip. And it's just weird. It's essentially you just play the minions of like an evil overlord. But usually it's a petty overlord.
Right.
But it's a really fun system. It's really, really fun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it plays a bit differently, and it's only played with D4s.
Ooh.
So it was really fun though. It was really fun though, because it's just like you have like 5 stats to keep track of and 2 features, and then it's just RP stuff.
Yeah, cool. I mean, D4s are very minion-y kind of dice. I mean, the low numbers, but you know, but if you step on a
if you roll
D4,
a
it really
4, it
hurts.
doesn't count. 4s are zeros.
Oh,
Yeah,
so sad.
yeah.
Oh,
That's so sad.
It's very, yeah. As Term says, Jedi Masters only have casual sex because they're not allowed to feel.
Hmm.
Because
played
emotions aren't allowed.
I played a Togruta diplomat who screwed over everyone and was the only available pilot.
So you
after-
also only play the same character in every
No,
game.
actually, the funny thing is, I usually don't play shitlords or like mean characters. They're usually wholesome or something happens to them.
are you sure
like,
about
My
that?
diplomat,
Are
was
you
it?
sure?
Yes, because one of my favorite
Yeah.
characters ever is actually the most wholesome person ever, and she got bullied out of her party. And then they lost their apartment, butler, and maid because she was paying for everything. And their bank, because she also was paying for that. Moral of the story, don't bully the person with all the money in the party.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I will say, just for everyone's mind image, George was actually spending this entire time with a family of air Ganassi in the elemental plane of air, like this whole time. Was just taken in after appearing on a cliffside
I don't know.
in the plane of air, just like randomly popped.
The food was really good, I heard.
Very
It was
light.
really good.
I bet you George was actually really nice to them to get on their good side. But you know.
Yeah.
George
I mean,
can be nice.
there was also like very hard for you to get around because there's only like sky and mountaintops everywhere.
Yeah. So the niceness totally wasn't, because, manipulation or
That
because
that Nana throwing Gias on George, I was not prepared.
Oh,
I was
So-
not prepared.
either.
So
at all.
good.
It was smart.
Big brain there.
Oh, shit, that was wild. I can't believe Cuddly really pulled a fast one right there. I was like, I'm just gonna cast
She did.
Gias on George.
Just out of nowhere. Yeah.
I bet
I have a
Gouda's whole
feeling-
like, dang, there goes my whole plan.
Not all of them, don't
Terms-
worry.
Terms is mentioning a system called Just Doctor Work, where you get bonus to rolls by adding drama.
Oh,
What?
I want to play that.
I just feel like, is that like a hospital drama, and the more drama you can just like milk from it, the better your rolls are? You have to act like TV doctors. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it, and I love it. I want to play it, but I
Oh my
hate
god,
it.
I want to play it. Or
Uh,
damn it, I don't know. I just want to. I want to be part of like a campaign of that.
Can
Just make
we
our
play
own
as
like Grey's Anatomy or whatever.
can we play as the MASH 4077? Like,
Ooh, Smash
I-
characters are good.
yeah, I rather go back to the MASH all day. So I can't stand Mr. Steamy or whatever his name and that friggin'
McDreamy.
McDreamy. That's it.
And McSteamy.
Yeah.
I
Wasn't
can't
there a
stand
McDreamy
him.
at one point?
There was all names. They were all things.
Oh, look, the names I saw on the internet after watching one episode of that. I was like, what the fuck?
Largeman low-key hates Meredith Grey. Meredith Grey was not the best character. My favorite character was actually George.
Ha! George, George on top. Look.
Is he like blackhead, short dude kind of one? No.
No, he's just super wholesome. He's just super
yeah.
wholesome. He's just a nice person, a nice, honest
007.
person.
I don't know. I've only watched one episode and I didn't like it.
Okay, well,
I like the episode where they had the grenade in the butt though. Was that one?
I mean,
No, that
there's
wasn't.
one there was a super heavy episode where someone had
yeah.
a fucking bazooka like round in their chest
Oh, that might
Yeah.
be the one I've seen.
that that like could go off at any moment, and it was just
There were a lot of heavy episodes, though.
yeah. But I think I'm gonna have to round out here myself. Roju, did you plan on playing some games? Did Google plan on playing some games? Am I rating anyone here?
I will not be
I thought-
tonight.
I probably will. I have no clue. I did not realize we were going to end so early.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, it's almost our normal end time now after all
Yeah,
the
this
chatting.
Yeah.
now is the normal when I say, here's where we're gonna wrap up for the week.
Yeah.
It's just been a
It's been a night. I'm sorry.
It's been a 9. No,
That's
it's not on you, Orb. What did I say before we even went
I
live?
know.
I
I'm
said
not-
no one claims or dishes out any blame. We all just vow to do better going forward.
I can't do any better than what I did.
Exactly.
Then
so
don't
it's fine.
apologize.
Yeah, you already did your best, so it's fine.
Yeah, it
These
was
things
work.
happen. Life happens, you know.
As
Orby,
Larsman
I
says,
appreciate that you were
Orb, we
here.
love you.
Yeah, we love you, Orby.
Yeah, and
I know,
besides,
I'm
we think it's always your fault anyway, so it doesn't matter. You know.
How would you? Be nice to Orby right now.
No,
You go
be
apologize.
be free.
Josie's not mad, just disappointed.
Oh,
I'm not disappointed
Nah.
in that you left. I'm disappointed in the fact that you feel the need to take the blame.
there's no blame to take.
There is no one is
you-
like, here's the blame, who's gonna take it? And still you're
No.
like, I'll take it. I'll take it. But
I'm,
no
I'm,
one is-
I'm a serial sorry person. All my life, I've said sorry. It's what
Yeah,
I do.
well,
It's what I
you
do.
should say thank you instead.
Yeah.
Instead of saying I'm sorry, you should say thank you for
Thanks
I
for
don't
waiting
know,
for me,
enjoy.
or
Yeah.
Thank you for
thanks
understanding.
thanks for understanding. Yeah, exactly. Because we understand.
we do understand.
It's all good, my friend.
We understand everything. We are all knowing.
Yes,
all
we are omniscient.
All-seeing. None can escape our gaze. I mean, what?
If you're gonna plan on keeping your stream going, I will be raiding over to you so you can have all these lovely people, and I will be hanging out in your chat as well while I'm
They
doing
can
my
help me
games.
decide what to do.
They can help you decide. Perfect.
Yes.
Adios, amigos. I'm off to bed,
Goodbye.
and I'm gonna mess up the screens because.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
But thank you all for being here. I will see you around next week. I don't have really time to do any wrappy-uppy thingies. I'm just gonna send you all over to Gouda, and I'll be over there, and it's just gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Bye.
Good. Good.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
So I'll be doing the same. Thanks all for coming and hanging out in our D&D game through all the nonsense that always happens. We'll see you hopefully next week. Cheerio.
Wow.
Bye. Sleep well.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go so then you guys can have private talks if you want. And Jizzly, thank you so much for the raid. Roger, thank you so much for the raid. You guys are both amazing people.
No,
So
you.
you.
Thank